everyone, it's day 3 of the Naroditsky Memorial. Today is going to be a fun one. It's going to be a Blitz bonanza. We're going to have the Creator Invitational and the Blitz Finals, and now you can see the lovely Marriott Center in Charlotte, North Carolina. That's where all the action's been taking place. It's been a fun first couple of days, but it all has been building up to this. I'm going to be your host for the day, David Howell, and I'm joined by my good friend, one of my chess heroes, Judith Polgar. Judith, it's so nice to have you with me. How are you doing?
I'm fine, thanks David. It's great to be back commentating with you, and it's such a special event.
Exactly, and Judith, before we talk about the event itself, I've heard you've had a very special weekend. You've been very busy.
Well, I was, because there was this party for celebration for US of the 250 years, and in that event I met the Prime Minister for the first time, Hungarian Prime Minister, and he plays chess. Everybody plays chess, right? And actually he does play pretty well, and for a change, actually we played the whole game, which is quite unusual for me. That this kind of caliber personality, he likes chess, and he was talking and chatting. But the day after, it was also quite a fun night for me, because I met Arnold Schwarzenegger, the Terminator, who is incredible big fan of chess, you know. He plays chess every day. Probably he plays more chess than I do these days.
Judith, I've heard, yeah, he's a very good player. I hope he used his famous punchline. It's the punchline to every chess joke. I'll be black.
Yes, yes. A friend of mine sent that to me. Did he say that? No, he picked white. We'll hear more about that later. But let's talk about what we're here for today. For anyone who's just joining, who hasn't been here the last couple of days, this is the Naroditsky Memorial mission. That is, of course, to support Daniel's memory and legacy. The fund are now accepting donations. Every single donation goes directly towards funding this annual memorial tournament and towards establishing fellowships to support young, talented players on their journey. So for anyone at home, if you want to get involved, you can hit !fund in the chat right now. And yeah, of course, every little helps, and it's all for Dania. And Judith, we're at the Charlotte Chess Center. I believe you've been there before yourself? Well, I've been there actually this year. It was the third occasion that I was there, making the Elite Chess Camp, and it was great because there were two great other coaches, Ramesh and my countryman Peter Lako, so it was quite a special week for me also, not only for the kids. And I always have a great time because it has, with Peter, such a leadership and great people around him. Everybody's so passionate that I think we also feel it through this event.
Exactly, and the format of today's event is going to be 2 Blitz tournaments, starting off with the Creator Invitational. 10 of the biggest stars in chess have been invited, household names in the chess world. It's going to be a single round robin, so 9 rounds. The 10 players will face off against each other. It's going to be Blitz, just like yesterday. It's going to be 3+2. And if there's a tie for first place, there will be tie breaks. Yesterday we talked about the Naroditsky rule, everything settled on the board. So yeah, none of those mathematical equations. The top placed players, if there is a tie, will face off. And Judith, these are some of the names we've got in front of us. Some very famous chess personalities. Who are you most looking forward to watching today?
Oh, absolutely, it's quite brilliant, and we have to say that this is in the last few years that it became so popular, and thanks for those people who are participating here, right? They gave a lot of enthusiasm to the players who are newcomers to chess. But here, I think we are going to see some great fun, but maybe the first game, which we plan to quake between Danny Ranch and Levi Rosman. But I'm also very much looking forward to see Sagar Shah playing, because he only made the interviews with me. Ah, look at that, what we see here! The real Jack.
Naughty
it's
boys.
fair play.
Exactly. I think especially these two, they need to be scanned. Look at him, Danny with his neurogum.
Somehow I have a feeling that while the top players would be very unhappy, like already when they are in the zone playing, they have to stand up. Still, Danny, I think he's just enjoying the moment.
Exactly, and both of these two were in action over the last couple of days. They played in the Rapid and then the Blitz. Unfortunately, they didn't make it to the Blitz finals. They had to qualify for the top 10. That was tough, but they both had some great moments. Danny, I was following his Instagram stories, and Levy also played one of his best games ever against Robert Hess. Here we see Eric Rosen and Aman Hambleton getting checked, passing. Nothing shady going on.
Actually, I've never seen something like that they are checked on stage. I always seen when you're entering to the playing hall, right? But this looks much more fun.
Exactly. A lot of the creators, they have their own tripods, they have their own camera set up. So I think they wanted to make sure that everything was documented, even the fair play checks. And here we see Alex Botez and Julien Song. Yeah, on paper, Judith, we have some very strong players. We have Grandmasters, we have International Masters, John Bartholomew, Sagar Shah. This is going to be a fun one too. Nice to see a lot of these players back at the board. Like a lot of them these days, they're so busy with other ventures that they didn't have time to compete so much. So nice to see them active again.
I'm pretty sure that they are very happy to compete, because it's, after all, it's
your policy is that you're allowed to have your devices for only the first round. So feel free to take photos from your seats of the room, but just be aware that we added a buffer time between round 1 and 2 so that after this round you can go out and check in your phones if you have a device. If you have a smiley face wristband, you do not have to leave the room. That means that security checked that you were clear and you did not bring a device in with you. You can stay in, but those of you with devices will have to check in your phones after this round, and that's why there's the additional time between round 1 and 2. So please abide by that. VIPs get access to the tables here in the front of the room, and so make sure that you have a VIP pass on or a checkerboard wristband otherwise. Okay, applause during games is not acceptable until the last game finishes. Okay, so once the last game finishes, it's fine to applause as the round concludes, but please do not applause per game as the players will still be playing. Okay, I'm going to pass it off to my client to introduce the players.
Thank you so much, Peter. Welcome to the first ever Naroditsky Memorial Rapid Blitz Creator Invitational. You guys excited about seeing the biggest stars in chess? If you're also please all 10 of you, when I call your name, please stand up. We're going to start in no particular order except... To start with the person who traveled the furthest to get here, the founder of ChessBase India, one of the most loved personalities in chess, by way of India via Peru. Thank you so much for coming, International Master Sagar Shah. All right, next up we have a former national high school champion, a past winner of the Charlotte Chess Center GM Norm event, and the co-founder of Chessable, the Minnesota Hall of Famer himself, International Master John Bartholomew. Next up, we have a local Charlottean, a former Olympiad player, a very popular YouTuber. Make sure to like and subscribe. You might be her 1 millionth follower if you do. WGM Dina Belenkaya. All right, next up we have the most popular French language YouTuber. Yesterday, he promoted to 4 white knights and checkmated. I've just been told by the arbiter we have no extra DGT knights available. International Master Julien Song. Next up, we have the co-founder of Chess.com and the recent author of his deeply personal memoir, Dark Squares, How Chess Saved My Life, available wherever books are sold. International Master Danny Ranch. Next up, we have one half of BotezLive. She not only makes chess fun, she DJs, she chess boxes. It's Andrea Botez. And the other half of BotezLive, she's won both Canadian and U.S. girls national titles. Also, you don't want to face her at the poker table. By way of Canada, by way of LA, by way of Romania, WFM Alexandra Botez. Next up, we have the biggest chess YouTuber, author of How to Win at Chess, and the soon-to-be-released follow-up, How to Win at Chess Next Level. Also, he's not bad at chess tennis. We have GothamChess, a.k.a. Levi Rosman. Another very popular Twitch streamer and YouTuber, winner of the Chess.com I Am Not a GM Championship, lover of the Stafford Gambit and photography, international master Eric Rosen. And finally, our only grandmaster here. He is the winner of the highest-rated chess boxing match in history. He's a former member of the Canadian national team, a founding member of the Chessbrahs, the pride of Nova Scotia, Grandmaster Amon Hambleton. Thank you so much for coming, creators. Over to Grant for some technical details.
Players, creators, thank you for being here.
And there we heard from Peter Giannatos first, the founder and director of Charlotte Chess Center, then from Funmaster Mike Klein, introducing the players, Judith. Everyone looks quite focused. They look happy to be there, but I think they all really want to do well.
Yes, you know, let's see the game. Danny against Levy, Open Sicilian.
Yeah, let's
So
let's go. That's
What
going
is
to be one
Levy
of the
up
most
to? Sveshnikov?
exactly. Ooh.
Not yet,
Find out.
not clear. If knight d5, then it can go. And that's what we have.
Yeah,
What it's going to
we'll
be.
see.
Is it bishop b4 or d6?
Oh, he'll play d6. I think we see the bird's eye view in the meantime, Judith. All 5 boards, as well as Wrench against Rosman, which I think we'll definitely spend most of our time on. There is the rematch of the chess boxing match between Andrea Botez and Dina Belenkaya. I saw some mind games. Dina, I think, trying to taunt her opponent just before that game begun. But I think let's start. There we see the two of them. Let's jump into Danny against Levy. And it's that Sicilian you mentioned, but we were both wrong. It wasn't bishop b4, it wasn't d6. It was slightly offbeat bishop to c5 instead.
Yeah, I don't know if you can go back, but things are going so fast that I think maybe after that we can go back. Black is really well developed, look at that. Even though Black is not going to be making castle either side, but you know, when I was playing the Paulsen, I really liked, in some cases, even to have the king on e7. Because the rook on h8 can be still useful. Black can go h5 at some point, knight g4. Of course, we see the king is still not castled from white side. I would pick Black. What do you think?
Yeah, I can see you picking Black here, Judith. I would probably pick white just because bishop pair and still the opportunity to castle. But I don't think
h5 is there.
Yeah, let's go. I was going to say I don't think either player is too unhappy. Danny likes to attack as well, so bishop g5, he might get some chances later if he can somehow successfully arrange f4, e5, but yeah, for now,
But I think
understand
Danny
the attack.
will go. I think Danny will go queen d2 and long castle. And actually, this is clearly something maybe Black forgot about, that h5 was giving away his idea. Obviously, white is not going to be castling at all anymore, especially having this bishop on c5, attacking here. Oops, queen b6.
Okay, double
Why
attack.
queen b6? What about knight a4 now?
Yeah, he's
Okay, short
maybe
castle.
maybe he would have grabbed on f2, but oh, that would have been very risky. Now taking on b2 looks almost suicidal, but oh wow, he's gone for it.
What a
Greedy boy.
greedy guy Lev is.
Greedy
But I
Gotham.
think knight... Oops. It's a question mark. I thought it's a good move, queen d4, bishop e3. But bishop, queen c5, queen e5.
Okay, and yeah, Black survived this. He'll probably take the bishop if white takes on c5 with the knight. He'll probably take the bishop on g5 instead, Judith.
Exactly. I think that would be... I think h4, which is suggested, it's... no, queen d2. Queen d2 is a blunder. Bishop d6. Uh-oh, look at the unprotected knight, and if f4, then queen d4, and oops, that knight is gone.
Danny, loose pieces drop off. That means he has to play g3 to stop the checkmate threat on h2, and I guess Black pushes forward with h4, and suddenly it's the white king that's in the danger zone.
This is how the game shifts in chess. Exactly. H4 will be in there. I don't think black has to think too much. Well, of course, bishop f4 is something to look after.
Black
But
will take
h4
queen
is
d4.
so tempting, no?
Yeah.
You
H4,
want
I
to
think.
queen d4?
Only after bishop f4, then queen d4. H4, bishop b4, then queen d4, and I think
Yeah,
black
but you know
holds
that's
everything together.
tricky
Mhm.
because if h4, I would go bishop f4, queen d4, and on c3 you have bishop f4. That's the problem.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Very important.
Okay.
And, we're seeing this on the board, Judith. H4 and bishop f4 have been played. So this is all happening. Danny leans back, but he's in big trouble now.
Big trouble. Sacrificed the pawn. There is a bad knight, and the king is going to. You see, we were talking about this. Rook on h8. It doesn't hurt, does it?
Exactly. That's why Alpha Zero was so great. It realized, it taught us all it can develop rooks without even castling, without touching it. And yeah, Levy's just got an attack. He's pawn up. White's bishop on d3 looks silly. Knight e5's coming.
Well, the only
One-sided.
chance Danny has is time. Is the time element.
Yeah.
Okay. So what Levy will make out of the h file? Queen e5 and queen h5?
Yeah. Probably don't want to grab another pawn on e4, or do you?
Oh, yeah, I forgot. When we were doing the commentary together, you really like pawns, don't you?
Yeah. It's my favorite thing. I love snacking on those little guys, but yeah.
b6.
That-
This is a nasty move, don't you think so?
Yeah, that's more professional from Levy. Just control. Don't hang that pawn.
That's a nasty move. I mean, do you really need that pawn? I mean, he could go rook h3 and double the rook on the h5.
Yeah, it's coming. It's coming. Well, queen h5 now threatened.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, oops, rook b5. Queen d4. Oh, look at that! What a fancy! Oh,
Wow.
that's very
Brilliant
cool.
move. Brilliant move.
That's a very cool one.
It's going to be a knight fork on f3, and at the very end, White's going to have so many pieces hanging. Knight takes d2, knight on c3 is hanging, rook on f1, and
I think knight g4 is the worst can happen. What do you think?
Judith, show the checkmate. Show it.
We don't care how the game goes, we show this. But then he got the heart attack, so we will not see all the way until. Whoops! Rook b1? That's an unexpected.
Oh no.
Okay.
The rook is hanging. The knight is hanging. Levy's a piece up. Danny resigns.
But there was some brilliant move by Levy. It's been
That was
really
incredible.
great. So let's go to see how Sagar is doing.
Mhm.
We just came in the right time. Just the final decisive check. Ooh, look at the time also. But is there a stalemate option?
Yeah, if
Any
you
stalemate?
can-
Queen e7.
queen e7. Yeah, Sagar resigns. John wouldn't have fallen for that one. The white
So
king
how
had
is-
h4. Had the h4
Yeah.
square.
How is Eric doing? Let's see. It's
Mhm.
also 2 versus to the end. Seconds left only.
Yep. Eric Rosen against Aman Hambleton. Dina won against Andrea. This one's very close. This one... Oh, actually, wait. Count. White is the exchange down. I was only counting pawns, Judith, but I should have counted pieces. Eric Rosen in big
Yeah,
trouble.
that also matters.
Okay, Aman. He was in fantastic form yesterday, Judith. Aman beat Javokir Sindarov, among others, in the Blitz. So I think he's going to be the favourite today.
Well, you're a big Blitz player. I was a big Blitz player, and we know that you can have great days and everything works out for you, right? And sometimes it's not so great. But Blitz, it's a very different form of chess than from classical, that's for sure. Especially 3+2, right? I mean, your intuition is in the focus completely.
Yeah. And in the meantime, the rooks are off on this board, meaning that Aman can win at will. He can take it slow. He can just try to get his king in eventually. Still a bit of work to be done. The white knight is very strong, but Eric, he's famous for his stalemate tricks, Judith. I think he might be trying for that later in the game.
Well, not much hope for white, that's for sure.
Oh, don't take the pawn. There's a knight fork.
Yeah, it's getting there for black that even if you give up the rook, black is just pushing the pawns. But some people don't like to give material. Why to give material? Just grab everything. Take the pawn on h4. Okay, simplification. This is what I teach all the time. Win the winning position with good technique. It's important. And it's done.
It's done, and there's one game remaining, although it looks like there was just a blunder at the very end from Alex Botez. It was difficult for her anyway, and Julian Song takes a win in round 1. And Judith, I don't think it's any surprise that we saw 0 draws in round 1. We'll probably see 0 draws across the 9 rounds. Everyone's going for blunt.
Unbelievable. I mean, still, draw is a possible result.
Got 2 knights.
Yeah.
And just at the end there, we heard someone teasing Julian Song, who checkmated with 4 knights against a king yesterday. But I'm not sure he'll do that today with the cameras on and the stakes higher. But these are the results, Judith. 4 black wins, just 1 win for white.
Well, pretty impressive for playing with black. But actually, I'm not sure at all that color matters at all in blitz games, especially in 3 against 2 now. I mean, maybe on the highest level. Do you think there is a difference if, let's say, Magnus plays with, I don't know, Firuza? Is there a difference if you pick white or black?
Oh, good question. Like, I think psychologically we all want white, but probably if we look at the stats, it's almost 50-50 in blitz, as you say, Judith. White or black, Magnus would beat me. So I think some of these players in the creators, some of them have like openings they're famous for, like Aman with the London system, John Bartholomew with the Scandinavian, Dino with the Caracan, Levy with the Caracan. So like maybe just for the cameras, just for their own kind of confidence, they want certain colors.
Yeah. So here we see the cross table after round 1. No draws there.
No draws, and John Bartholomew I think might be my second pick after Aman, just because he was in Oslo recently, where I live these days, and we went down to the pub, we played some blitz, and not many people beat me when I take them down to this chess pub, but he was one of the few, John Bartholomew, so I think he might be a dangerous customer in this field. And Judith, we'll be back to discuss more about the players, of course. I want to know who you think might win this event a bit later, but in the meantime, for everyone at home, a short reminder while the players now spend some time with their fans before round 2, that we are doing this for Dania. We're doing it for the Naroditsky Memorial Fund, and you can learn more about this mission with !fund. The fund is directly looking to support Dania's legacy and is accepting donations now, which will go towards the annual memorial tournament and towards establishing fellowships to support talented young players on their journey. So if you want to find out more or get involved, then !fund in chat. We'll be back with round 2 very shortly after some pictures and some signings in the playing hall.
Who do we have here? Grandmaster Aman Hambledon is, I believe, the only Grandmaster in the tournament, so, but he's not the best Blitz player though. Maybe he is. Levy's kind of 2700. No, 2900. No. Yes? I think he's 3000, his secret account. So, okay, let's put Aman over here. But this is over the board, so it's gonna be higher and tougher for Levy. John Bartholomew, he's a good player. Levy Rosman, Eric Rosen. I'll put Eric Rosen here, number 2. Then Sagar I already beat. Alexandra I already beat. Andrea I already beat, so they're below me. Julian Song I already beat, they're gonna be below me. Danny Range, he used to be good, but he's too busy running a $100 million company, so I'm gonna beat him as well. So I'm gonna be in front of these people. So, okay, let's put John and Levy. Okay, Levy's gonna tilt because he's so negative about everything, so he's just gonna be on the number 4. John is gonna be number 3. Then Dina Belinkaya, of course, myself, is gonna be number 5. Then I'll put Julian Song or Danny Range. Okay, Danny Range. Probably because I gotta give him a fake respect, even though I don't respect him. And then Julian Song, my best friend here, okay. And then Sagar probably is gonna be good just before ladies. And then I'll put Andrea Botes so that she doesn't cry at number 9, and Alexandra Botes because she's a quitter on number 10. So.
Okay, International Master Danny Wrench, you are playing in the Creator Blitz. We would like you to guess the final rankings of all 10 players in the tournament.
Okay, I feel like a deer in the headlights, so hopefully I look like that. Got to get them all out here. We're going to start definitely that guy right there. That's expectations. That's how you start. That's how you start an event like this. Be realistic with yourself. I'm going in reverse order. I hope that doesn't offend anybody after I put myself on bottom. But Andrea, I love you. It's okay. We'll be twinsies down there. Let's see, now it gets super tough. I feel like, jokes aside, Andrea and I are definitely gonna be fighting for our lives. Wow, I'm actually gonna go reverse now. I'm gonna say that I do think John is the favorite, and I think Aman right after that. Maybe a little weird to put the GM in second. Aman might find that offensive, but hey, we're here, right? So John and Aman, I feel like, are the favorites, but you have to put Eric and probably Levy and Julian right after that. I feel like I'm Cigar Shaw's just looking at me off camera, like, where's he gonna put me? Where's he gonna put me? So I'm gonna put Cigar like safely right here, right there. There you go. Okay, that was accidental. The tape just grabbed it. So there you go. Actually, yeah. Sorry, Botez ladies, you're with me. I think Dina will finish right in the middle of the pack, and then I'm gonna go with Levy and Julian. If this ends up being the final standings, no scripted accusations should come my way. But I do think that there's some clear favorites based on how they've even performed in our online events that we've done, the I'm not a GM or whatever stuff. And so I just feel like it'd be hard for me to put myself up with some of these guys who are playing more often. And me and the Botez sisters will hold down the fort for everybody at home and make sure that no one feels uncomfortable if they become in last place.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Naroditsky Memorial. It's the Creator Invitational we've been focusing on, Judith, and we've had round one. What are your thoughts so far?
Well, it's Blitz game, and this is the what we see, that we see some blunders, but we see some spectacular moves as well. But Levy showed that knight d4, I really enjoyed that.
Yeah, I love the fact they'll be playing for the cameras, and they'll be playing, I think, extra risky chess just to try and get bragging rights against their fellow creators. We did see in the playing hall that the players currently are kind of signing autographs, taking selfies with fans. There we see Julian Song filming something. So I think we do have a slightly longer break, but that gives us time, Judith, to talk about what we're going to see later in the day. Because this is just the appetizer. We're also going to see the Blitz finals. So 10 super strong players, some world-class grandmasters, are going to be entering the action later to decide a different title.
Yes, absolutely. I think both events, both parts are going to be exciting. Now we are witnessing something a lot of fun, and well, it's a pity that the players cannot talk, because that's their special character. It's part of them, right? At the same time, of course, I'm also very much looking forward for the finals of what they played out in the last 2 days, and great players were there. So great grandmasters, and that is going to be also a lot of fun, I think, because we might see even stronger games.
Exactly. We'll see at least 9 rounds of Blitz in the Creator Invitational, at least 9 as well later. So it's going to be a real Blitz bonanza. Let's check out the pairings for round 2 of the Creator Invitational. And Judith, which matchup are you most looking forward to?
Well, maybe first, well, of course, I'm very curious how the start of Levy winning this brilliancy game against Danny into motion, and you win the first, and it can happen that he wins like 2, 3, 4, and then it's just you cannot stop. But of course, well, it's very nice for me to see the sister fight between Alexandra and Andrea, because that always reminds me that though we were never really rivals with my sisters, but it's in Blitz tournaments we were playing it out, but otherwise we were very peaceful to each other. What is your favorite pick for round 2?
Oh yeah, I'm looking forward to the Botez battle. I think there'll be a lot of pride on the line, and they definitely won't go easy against each other. Like you say, maybe in classical a bit more friendship, but in Blitz, especially an event like this, I think in Daniel's memory, he wants to see fire on the board, and they'll properly fight it out. Alex Botez at the board, but Andrea not yet. Here, I think this is the other one, Aman against Levy. I think seed-wise, at least on paper, these are 2 of the top seeds, and both really do thrive in Blitz. Aman yesterday beating Sindarov. Levy, he played one of the best games I've ever seen from him, Judith, a couple of days ago in the Rapid to beat Robert Hess. And despite the fact he's wearing a Brazil shirt, and I'm cheering for Norway against Brazil in the Football World Cup tonight, I'll forgive him for that, but I think Levy's going to do quite well today.
Do you think he's going to win?
Oh, this game or the event?
The event.
I think it's one of these two. Like, I think whoever wins now is going to be a favorite. I think Aman on paper, he's the only grandmaster. He's in very good form. It should be him. But if Levy takes him down, I think Levy's going to be full of confidence. And it is the London system, Aman's famous London. He's written a course on it, of course. That a lot of people have given rave reviews to. So, okay, here we see the bird's eye view, Judith. Yeah, might be time to jump in.
Yeah, absolutely. So why don't we see it in zooming into the Levy's game?
Mm-hmm. Okay, and
It
the
goes
London system.
slowly.
Yeah, it's deceptive though, Judith, these days. Like when I first grew up, everyone who played the London, I mean, it's still got a slightly, it's got a certain reputation. But here we go, F6. It's hotting up already.
Do you know this move?
I do. I play it myself, Judith. It's a trap. Dutch players, it's a Dutch speciality. Lots of top Dutch grandmasters. Bishop d3, e5, queen h5 check was the trap that white shouldn't go for. Black is already almost winning by force. But yeah, this is more mainline stuff. G5, I think, instead of bishop G4 is the other main move. But
Yeah, that's what I was tempted to. In 3+2, for sure I would go G5. I mean, I'm the one who is able to do that in classical too, but the temptation is big.
so
Bishop G4.
bishop G4. Yeah, and it's the surprise. Like F6, your shock as well, Judith. It kind of mimics the shock I feel every time I see a move like F6, unless I know its theory. But yeah, it's just because normally that knight, the knight wants to come out to that square. E5, it doesn't look realistic. It looks weakening.
But F6 is a typical move that it came in the last decade to our life. That people are just playing F6 without being ashamed of it. because of engines, right? Engines gave this fuel to people that you can do anything. If the bar shows that it's okay, then it's okay. But the engines don't feel anything about your emotions. That F6 looks really crazy, having this weakness on the king side.
Yeah, and I mean Aman here, he wants to punish F6. He's clearly been so triggered by seeing Levy play that move that he's just burned most of his time. He's down at 1 minute. What's he doing here? He needs to just move. Bishop E2 looks fine. Knight D2, H3. Just make a move, Aman. Bishop B5 also
Bishop
good.
B5.
But he's down at 1 minute. He's a minute and a half down in a blitz game. That is, well, that's reckless use of the clock.
Yeah, for Bishop B5 you didn't need to spend like a minute and a half, right?
Yeah, he's a perfectionist. I've played against Aman a lot online, and I know he's always trying to find the best move, and sometimes that costs a bit more time on the clock.
On 3-2 time. Also, he looks for the best move.
Yeah, he's always down at 2 seconds. I think he likes the adrenaline rush, a bit like me, but like we like playing down on just the increment alone.
I didn't know that you're doing it because you need this rush and you just want excitement. I thought you're really thinking when you go down in time, but it means that you just want to get there as fast as possible.
That's yeah. I had some sessions with a sports psychologist. That's what they told me. They said it's because you're addicted to the the adrenaline.
Okay.
Okay, Bishop H5. This is going at a snail's pace, this game.
I would really take white.
Black has to play Bishop D6. There we go.
This is a question whether is this E6 pawn will, I mean this F6 move, will it pay its price that it's weakened the E6, or is the bishop going to go at some point Bishop F7 if it's needed to protect? C4. Opening up. 97.
Yeah, Levy can't open things up with the E6 pawn being so weak. And yeah, Aman's body language always surprises me, because just like his win against Sindarov yesterday, Judith, he played a perfect game from start to finish, but he was playing moves on 1 second, just like casually, just as if it was like as if the pawn weighed 20 kilos. He was just like, just so casual.
But now look at that, with rook e1, said, hey, there is something I'm gonna attack.
But Bishop takes f3, the d4 pawn is hanging. Hey.
Yeah, but instead he went a6. White is getting in trouble, don't you think so? Bishop f3?
Yeah, it's a big mistake. Bishop f3 intermezzo. White can't take back with the queen because the knight takes d4, winning a piece.
Exactly.
Oh, Levy, he's got to spot that. He's thinking. He's got a minute, and you're showing Judith. Yeah, this is just a fork. And Aman just underestimated this. He should have taken the knight on c6 first. Then he could have got away with some of these exchanges.
Yes, but I have the feeling that the players completely forgot about Bishop f3, because in the previous move, as you pointed out, it was already possible instead of a6, right?
Yep.
Bishop f3.
Now even better for black. Yeah, Aman's got 7 seconds. This is crazy.
Look at these pawns. How many islands of pawns?
Do you count double pawns as 2 islands, Judith, or is that just 1 island, the d-file?
This is 1 island for me, and this is 2 island.
I was always taught islands, it has to be pawns that can defend each other, and doubled pawns can't defend each other.
Yeah. Knight d5. So white is back a bit in the business. Black could have taken the bishop instead. But okay, black still has a fantastic position.
Yeah.
I would take with the pawn. But of course queen c6 is also possible. Knight e4.
Oh. Now maybe he should have been getting the knights off, because knights are fantastic against doubled pawns. And black's knight is going to be a big attacking piece.
It's going to end up on f4, which is going to be quite nasty.
Yeah. Aman attacking pawns, but Levy probably doesn't care about the queen side. There we go. He's attacking.
Making... Ooh! Ooh! Queen e2 was not a good move.
He's got no time though, Aman. Black rook needs to land on the g-file.
Rook f6.
Coming. That's just checkmate. Oh, it's going to be a queen sacrifice to end this. Handshake. Levy Rosman wins again with black. That was much more one-sided than I expected, Judith, and it's all because of Aman's use of the clock.
Yes. Yeah. Let's see the sisters.
Let's go.
But
Jump
they're
into
talking.
Okay,
Oops.
catch up later. Oh, rook takes
Oops.
e4, and Andrea could have won on the spot. Now she's just 3 pawns down. Oh, look at that graph, Judith. The game graph just below the players, just below the board. It's been up, mostly white, but a few big dips, and now Alexandra should win 2 extra pawns.
Well, as you said, she should.
Yeah. Opposite colour bishops though.
But it's not so easy. It's not so easy anymore. This g3 pawn is weak, so black can go bishop c2, rook d3. Something is not good for white anymore.
Rook takes pawn allows a5 maybe.
Bishop f4.
Ooh, should have gone to f4, not f2.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Oh.
Okay.
Well,
they're trading off pawns.
we can't say that it was a peaceful draw because the bar was jumping like a roller coaster. But the fighting spirit is huge.
The fighting spirit was there. Alexandra would have won if she pushed her a pawn forward. She should promote on the a8 square with the bishop staring down the diagonal. Now Andrea can just leave the black king in the corner on h8, and even without the black h pawn, it's a draw.
Exactly. I wonder what the players are playing for.
Alexandra just testing her sister. Does she know endgames? Bishop and wrong coloured rook's pawn.
But
yeah,
you don't
can't even
have
get
to
there.
know that. You don't have to know that. You can just keep your big queen king there. You go bishop e7, and the white king cannot come to support the c pawn.
Right.
I mean, this is the kind of position. There is no way.
Hey, it's going to be, well, I say peaceful, but this is going to be the first draw of the event. Everything else has been decisive. I'm being told, by the way, Judith, that there were some playful moments earlier in this game with Alexandra giving Andrea the middle finger. So a bit of banter between the sisters.
Oh,
but this is going to
so
end in
maybe
a draw
that's
now.
why they are playing until 2 bishop.
Oof. Yeah, the board isn't keeping up now, but it does look like it's going to be king and bishop versus king. Alexandra staring down her sister. Take that pawn. Smiles. Handshake. Andrea with the fist pump. She's the happier of the two. She's the lowest rated player, I believe, in the field. So great result for her with black.
Well, even though we just entered to this game when she had a winning position, winning spot, right? First draw of the event out of 10 games.
Yeah, might be the only draw of the event if they keep going the way they're going. But nice to see the sisters focus in and talk about the chess. Oh, I think Alexandra was pointing out that winning moment, rook takes e4. I think she was saying you had something on the f file and the white queen was hanging. But yeah, hard to miss. Well, hard to find those things in Blitz. Draw looked like a fair result, judging by the graph, up and down, up and down game.
Yeah, I think all the games finished by now.
Yeah.
And yeah, the problem is these things when you miss an opportunity that your brain can be still bringing it back, right, in the later stage of the tournament. And this is where we see the results. So Dina won against Sagar Shah. John Bartholomew also won against Danny Wrench. Levy won, so he's 2 out of 2.
Mm-hmm. I think Levy and yeah, here we see the cross table.
Yeah.
Dina as well and John Bartholomew. So Judith, 3 players already trying to separate themselves from the pack.
Yeah, this is how it goes, right? Yeah, it's a tough, great start for those 3. So let's see how Dina will be chasing the guys.
Exactly. She's got home advantage, Judith. I don't know about your chess career, but home advantage, like playing in the town you live, like sometimes it can work really well. Sometimes it can kind of hinder you because you're stuck in your same old routine. It doesn't feel like a kind of a fresh start. It's hard to focus, and yeah, maybe a bit more pressure. But yeah, Dina lives in Charlotte, North Carolina these days, and she's playing just a few minutes from home. What do you think about that?
I don't know, I played not so often in Hungary, but the tournaments I've been playing, it was quite successful. I was playing the Hungarian Super Championship back in '91, where I made my 3rd Grandmaster norm, completing to the GM, and where I broke Fischer's record with that victory. Later on, I played the last time, it was 2003, when I played a huge tournament. Nigel Short was playing there, and Viktor Korchnoi, and the top Hungarian guys, Almasi, Leko, Berkes. And it was a very interesting tournament. I had a strong possibility to fight for the first place, but I think I was 3rd or something like that. I lost an important game against Leko there, but it was actually nice to be playing in home crowd. And of course, my biggest success in Hungary was when I was playing in '93, when I was just 16 against Spassky. And in one of the hotel's ballroom, like 1,000 people watching, with people having the pocket sets on the chairs, still looking, What about you? You played quite a lot in home grounds, especially the Chess Classic in London, for example.
Yeah, I always enjoyed it, actually. I didn't always do great. There's another tournament, Hastings, which is just down the road from where I was born and where I lived. Okay. I never did so well there. I often stayed at home, and I was in a bad routine. But I don't know if you know that, Judith, but the 2003 tournament in Budapest, I actually visited that. I think that's the first time I saw you and Nigel and others. I was playing in the first Saturday tournament when I was just 12, and on the rest day I came to visit. I went to watch, and I got inspired. I got my first IM norm just after watching you guys play. So here we see.
That I didn't know.
Yeah, small world. Here we see the pairings in the meantime for round 3. The players getting ready, and okay, we have some big clashes. Levy Rosman against John Bartholomew, 2 of the leaders. Danny Wrench hoping to get his
Levy for this round. What do you think? Because we've been following him in the first 2 rounds. So let's see how is he. Is he going to win a game? Because I think this round 3 will be already clear. Whoever is 3 out of 3, that's already a great start, and maybe he or she can go all the way.
Exactly. Lots of Dina fans in Charlotte right now. It looks like there's an England gambit that, okay, White gave back the pawn in Julian Song against Aman Hambleton. Elsewhere, yeah, some slightly offbeat openings But it looks like Levy, in the meantime, has chosen his favorite Trompovsky, or I never know what to call it, with the bishop coming out to g5 on move 2 when the knight isn't on f6 against John Bartholomew.
Yeah. It's like a strange idea, a bit.
Mm-hmm.
Did you ever play bishop g5 move 2 without knight on
Only-
f6?
Only in Blitz, Judith. Only, it's my favorite, actually, it's my favorite online bullet trick, because often if you go d4, d5, bishop g5, the opponent's pre-moved e6, and then you can take their queen on d8.
Oh, David, don't tell me you want to win this way. Oh.
I've been corrupted watching watching so much online chess now. I've been corrupted. Okay.
This was unexpected.
Sorry, Judith. I know you're disappointed in me.
No, I mean, to have such a great play like you are, and then you're telling me that you play bishop g5 against the pre-move makers, right? Who play e6.
I mean, I've got no excuse. It's only in bullet. I would never do it in anything longer.
Okay,
longer
I
time
forgive
control.
you for that.
Okay, Judith,
So-
should we jump in?
Yeah. Let's jump into to see how Levy. It's a very serious position suddenly.
I'm being told, by the way, that bishop g5 on move 2 without the knight on f6 is called the Levitsky attack. So, yeah, I've learned something new
Attack.
today.
Attack, because you can't play e6.
Exactly. Yeah, the pre-move trick. And, okay, what do you make of this position? It just looks rock solid for John Bartholomew, but I guess not too thrilling right now.
Well, it's very solid. My question is whether does Levy want to go e4 at some point?
Probably.
Rook d8.
Yeah.
Rook d8.
It's interesting because e4, it's normally what white wants to do, but now that a couple of minor pieces are off, the bishops are off, black's c8 bishops got out the pawn chain, it feels like it suddenly gives black's pieces purpose as well. So like it opens things, but black's rook on d8 suddenly would be happy. Yeah, hard to...
Well, rook on d8, of course, one day he wants to take, right? That's the main thing.
Yeah. And Judith, I see your Judith Teaches Chess book just next to your camera there. So teach us, what should white be doing here?
Well, this kind of position I don't have in that book because I was not playing d4 and I was not playing reacting with this style. h3, very, very soft. Like you don't know what you have to do, you play h3, right?
Yeah,
Just keep the tension.
exactly. That's a
I mean, I
good tip,
somehow
though.
would want to go e4.
If not on move 1, then why not now? That was the
Yeah.
tip. Yeah, you just play e4, everyone at home. Then you don't get stuck in these positions where, yeah, plans are hard. Okay.
dc4 is kind of logical after rook d8 because black wants to go somehow knight c5 or even at some point maybe e5.
Queen takes. Yeah, white has a bit more space though. Now an extra central pawn. It's going to be quite a pleasant position for Levy. Not too much risk. Queen a5. b4.
I thought e4, but I'm pretty sure e4 should be on the board at some point. a4. Levy is not joking.
He's so used to playing the Scandinavian John Bartholomew that he earlier brought his queen out to a5, then he put it back on a5, then he swung it over to h5. Typical Scandi player.
But it seems to me that white is taking over. In the last few moves, black gave up the center, and I'm not sure from a6 the queen replacement to h5 gave anything good for black.
Yeah. He should have taken the queens off and maybe a small advantage for white, but nothing special. Now it does look a bit odd. And a5. Okay, does white push? Does white take? Knight c5. There's also rook b1. There's loads of options.
Yeah, rook b1. But after rook b1, b5.
Okay, maybe that's the That's the trick. Levy goes
Yeah.
away with his knight. A bit odd to force black to come back to the center. Queen d5 looks like now black's going to get the queen exchange but on favorable terms. Or not. Queen c3. Levy has no time.
Okay, queen b4, double attack.
Does the black knight
But
have
Levy
to move?
has- Levy has only 13 seconds.
Yeah.
That's not going to be enough.
Yeah, c5 looks like it loses a pawn on b7 after d takes c5.
e4,
Oh, e4, queen d6,
queen d6.
I guess.
Knight
L-
and
le-
take on b7, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, because white can sneak out on c7 and f4. Okay,
Levy in
pawn up.
control. 9 seconds though, Judith. It's going to be some adventures ahead. Not easy to keep control with no time. Okay.
b8, queen c7. So black should be going rook b2, I think. Let's control the second rank. Look for counterplay.
Yeah.
Question
B2.
mark. We don't like this bar. Ruining the g5. My god.
Let's go.
e6 and rook
G5.
a5 at some point. Takes. Knight e1.
Exactly. Keep
Or
control.
knight
Put the knight in
h4.
d3. Ooh, queen g3. Didn't see that one coming.
Very solid. a7, h5.
Threatening knight to e4.
Knight e4, exactly. And hoops.
Oops. Suddenly it's
This
getting
we didn't
sharper.
see coming.
Ooh, check on the black king. Levy's giving some checks. Does he have more than a draw? He has no time. Knight h3 is a huge threat to win the game. And
Ooh,
Levy's
and
blundered
he
checkmate.
blundered. And double
Levy.
question mark. Queen f6.
oof, he could have taken the draw. He wanted more. He was
But I think
winning
he
most
was
of the
winning.
game. But, yeah.
But I think he was winning just one move before. I mean, the bar shows it he was winning.
Ooh. Maybe some tactics.
E4.
You-
Maybe e4.
yeah.
Isn't e4?
Yeah. And queen takes knight to d7 check. Wins the game with a fork on f6. Yeah, this would have won for Levy. But there's still... Okay, the final game
One
is
game
just
gone.
finished.
I just finished? Yeah. Again, all decisive games.
Yeah, there won't be many draws here. And
No.
it looks... Oh, Judah, it looks like Aman lost on time in a drawn position. Or an
Wow.
equal rook endgame. So Aman, yeah, not up to speed today. Slow start.
So now,
start from-
now we don't have a 100% player, yeah? I think.
John Bartholomew?
Ah,
beating
yes,
Levy?
yes, yeah, true. So he's alone. Sole leader.
And confirmation of the results. Julian Song wins on time against Aman Hambleton. Andrea Botez loses to Eric Rosen. Sagar Shah getting a win against Alex Botez. Danny gets his first win, takes down one of the leaders, Dina Belankaya. And yeah, that dramatic final moment, Judith. These events, they often get decided by these one-move blunders under time pressure.
Absolutely, but we can say that this is chess, right? I mean, Levy was winning in the just before the last move. This is not very often in a classical game, we can say, but in Blitz it can happen very easily. And of course the time element is influencing the quality of the game and also the outcome of the game quite a bit.
Yeah.
We have many zeros and many ones, and one single draw out of 15 games so far.
And long may that continue. John Bartholomew, confirmation that he is the sole leader. Still early days. We're only 1/3 way through the event, but he's played a few of his closest rivals now. He's taken down Levy in that last round. So John Bartholomew looking good. And next he plays Aman Hambleton. So he's had a really tough start, John. If he wins this game, he should be the favourite for the rest of the event.
Well, 3 out of 3 gives you already a good mood, yeah? And if you're focusing, concentration is everything. What do you think is the most important element of a 3+2 thumb control?
Yeah, it's tough because like game by game, there's many tips we could give, but I think in total, like if the tournament is so quick like this one, like games non-stop back to back, it's like you said, it's the focus. Like confidence really helps because that helps with the speed. Like you play moves faster and you believe in every move, but yeah, staying focused is the hardest part. Like I've played so many Blitz tournaments where I start really well, but then get tired, or one game I just can't get my act together, and then I lose, and suddenly things spiral. So yeah, it's just focus and endurance.
But how do you feel? What do you feel when you lose control? You're realizing it that you're losing control, or after the game you say, "Oh, I was not focused so much."
Yeah, I think I always, these days, because I've played so much, I know in the moment, but it is hard to snap yourself out of it. At least from my experience, like it's hard to say, come on, Dave, you know, just play a bit faster, or calculate a bit better, or stop getting distracted. It's hard. How about yourself, Judith? From these Blitz events, what's the most important thing?
Well, first of all, I can tell you that I have a vague memory. It was just such a distance away that I was playing Blitz games. I think your clarity is the most important. That your brain is completely fresh and you just play. And that you don't. After a game, you don't complain about yourself and you don't bring your mistakes with you. That you just leave everything behind. That's also very important.
Yeah, living in the moment.
Yeah. We see a nice playing hall with full of fans, and I'm sure there would be much more fans if they would be allowed. But when I was in the chess festival in Norway, they were like signing for the content creators. It was lines, kilometer lines and lines and lines for Levy, for example. And then they just had to stop at some point, right? It's like he can't sit there all day. And then like after an hour and a half, it's just over. So there was the lucky one, and there were the people who were probably quite upset not to be able to collect.
Yeah, I've seen that too. I remember Levy Rosman in London during the Speed Chess Championships. He had to walk around with a bouncer. He had to have a bodyguard just to just to save him from all the adoring fans. And Anna Kramling in Scandinavia, I've seen as well, lines around the block. And hopefully everyone in Charlotte today has at least got to meet some of their heroes. And two of the nicest voices to listen to in chess, Eric Rosen and Sagar Shah. So enthusiastic about the game. And Aman against John Bartholomew, the big one. Aman needs to stop the bleeding. 2 losses now. John on a winning streak.
Well, that's very difficult to stop the bleeding if you lose 2 in a row, because something there is wrong, that you're not alert in the game in crucial moments. So which one do you want to pick? Let's pick the leader against Aman.
Yeah,
John?
Let's do it. Another big one. But especially for Aman, because yesterday was such a good day, but today losing on time in a rook endgame when it's equal, and the way he lost to Levy, just no chance because he spent nearly 2 minutes in the opening. What's this opening called though, Judith? In the meantime, pawn slip variation, like e5 would be more normal.
Pawn slip or mount slip or hand slip. I don't know. What is this e6?
I mean, maybe
there are some pawn
mind.
moves. I don't know. Surprise move to gain 5 seconds or something. I mean, I understand bishop b7, but how passive it is for black. I mean, it's a Zamish where, look at that. I mean, sorry, but it's kind of definitely a blitz game preparation, but I would say more for a bullet.
Exactly. Bullet, you just play b6, bishop b7, knight d7, you just pretend that it was part of the plan, and
Yeah, and 3-minute chess. Like, John needs to come up with some kind of development. I think maybe he was just shocked that Aman didn't play the London system. And maybe he just didn't know what to do. Like, Aman always plays the London system.
No.
Bishop
White
E3.
has a very healthy position.
Yeah, like, black's just going to be, like, no matter which pawn black pushes, like, if you push e5, you just feel silly now that you didn't push it earlier. If you push c5, you get a bad Benoni. Yeah, you were highlighting c6, b5 maybe as one
But
plan
probably
as well.
c5 will be played because a6 and e6 actually it kind of fits there, right? Actually, not bad at the end. He worked it out.
Yeah, John does have quirky opening ideas, so yeah, I'm going to trust John that this is all part of the plan. But now he might have to choose between a hedgehog if he takes in the center on d4, or yeah, just continue being cramped. Yeah, this kind of pawn structure. Queen c7, b6, etc.
Okay, takes.
Knight e5 has been played, attacking the light squared bishop, and
Should be 2.
yeah. I've noticed, Judith, there's this modern trend of trying to castle queenside with white in the Maroczy bind type positions.
Really?
Yeah, I think it needs to be a better version than this. White's too slow because of c4 hanging, but there's so many lines now. In some same-ish, for example, like probably one black can't break immediately with d5, but white tries to castle, put the king on b1, and then just argue that yeah, if black can't play b5, then white's king is super safe on b1, but not here.
You know, the thing is that I'm pretty sure I had this idea when I was a teenager, that why not white is castling long side in a Maroczy bind, you know? And of course people always say, come on Judith, don't say stupid things. And nowadays, people, you tell me that they play go and long castle.
Exactly. They try. Aman wasn't able to get that happening. c4 isn't hanging for anyone at home because after a couple of captures on c4, let's show that, yeah, there's knight to d5, a jump, and the black queen is embarrassed, and the bishop on e7 is hanging as well. So no need for Aman to take a time out with a move like b3 yet. But these kind of hedgehogs, I quite like them for blitz chess, Judith, because black has some easy moves. You play rook d8, rook c8, queen b8, queen a8, and then you think. For white, it's kind of a bit more responsibility which pawns to push.
You think it's easier to play it with black?
Up until move 20, then if you can't get d5, then I change my mind. But
I remember, you know, I was playing in Amsterdam in a big tournament, and I made a norm. I played super chess, and I made my first grandmaster norm and played for the first prize. And I was playing last round with my later chess coach, Lev Psahis, and well, he was very good. Russian school, Soviet school. He understood a lot, and he was following my first 8 rounds, and he understood. Later on, he was telling me that he understood that. Oops, sorry, we missed out some moves, and then he told me that okay, against my Paulsen, he's going to play knight b5 and c4, this Maroczy kind of position. He says, okay, let her be her aggressive attacker, and of course in these kind of positions you cannot be. So he was very smart on choosing his opening, and actually he won the game. So he won the game and the tournament.
oof.
But
And
psychologically he understood how to treat my chess.
yeah, that's it. Always helps having some insider knowledge, insider info. In the meantime, Judith, I see that Dina Belenkaya has a very good position against Levy, and Levy
You wanna
doesn't
jump
have
there?
much time on the clock. Maybe we can. At least on paper, this could be a big
Wow.
win for Dina. She's got a huge center. She's also got an extra minute and 20 seconds. Levy's only got 7 seconds left.
Exactly, this is very promising for white. Queen g4! Queen g4!
Oh, but the knight's trapped on g5.
The knight
knight's
is trapped. What a
Wow.
trap! Look at that! King g2 and h4.
Whoa.
brilliant from Dina. Like, either that was an accidental, like, genius move, or she just spotted it, which is even more genius, that the knight is trapped now. F4 closes the door. Levy in trouble.
Absolutely.
Yeah, Dina's very dangerous. I've seen her play blitz many times
Bishop
against
c4,
strong.
what do you think?
She's gonna do it. Keep the pawn.
You know, precision.
Mm-hmm.
But actually black should have tried... no, maybe he didn't have much of an option. Well, this will be hard to switch from the lost position for Levy.
Yeah, it's only 2 pawns for the piece, but black's pawns aren't great. d5 should be dropping. Just a4 for white here.
Yeah. Rook a1 back.
Ooh,
That was
some
an
nerves.
unexpected one.
Some nerves, maybe. Okay,
Goes
she can
down
start taking
one
pawns.
But she's overprotecting.
Mm-hmm. Oh dear, f5. I start to see some counterplay, and
You see
Levy's
some...
a tricky customer. I see some ghosts, Judith. She stops f4 check.
It goes to d4 next after the bishop moves.
Nice. Yeah, rook f4 might have been the most solid way
You know
to
what
prevent any
happens?
counterplay.
Rook h8 on king h3.
Mhm.
Rook f4.
Yeah, rook f4 is going to be a killer.
No, because g5. Oh no.
Uh-huh.
Well, rook f4.
Oh, you can still take the rook, and then king g2
Yeah,
to
king
defend.
g2. Exactly. And now
Oh.
she's going to take, and king g2.
No, apparently not.
King h2. What a fine, delicate move.
Oh. Yeah, she's played very well at like just protecting her advantage. Super professional. She wants to promote her a pawn long term. Yeah.
Okay. But now black wants to go to g4.
Hmm.
King h3. King h5 not possible. She's making safely.
Yeah. Perfect so far.
Yeah.
She's got the dream set up.
Yeah, professional rook b3, protecting
Yeah.
the pawn and start pushing a4.
Here we go. They're rolling. The king's safe. Enough. Okay. Levy's fighting hard though. Very impressive.
Fighting, fighting.
Yeah.
He has to.
Tenacious Levy.
It's a crucial game actually for him, I think. I mean, if he's losing, then he has only 2 out of 4.
Mm-hmm. Not going to win the tournament, I think, with 7 out of 9, especially the way that John Bartholomew's playing. He has
Yeah.
beaten Aman Hambleton. We might try and show the end of that game a bit later, if possible. But yeah, we see them watching in the background. John Bartholomew, Danny, Aman. The Black King's coming. Got to check. Okay, she's walking out of the checks. She just needs to give her bishop up for the black pawn, and then it's safe.
She's winning.
Mm-hmm. Totally winning now. And there we go. Levy resigns. Dina takes him down. Great game from Dina Belankaya.
5
Yeah.
minutes.
Absolutely. 5 decisive games, right? Again. It's repeating again and again and
It's
again.
like I'm doing your pawn, maybe I have a chance. But this is doesn't get 4 and was it Brad or you just played like super confident in the beginning?
I know there's g4 and bishop g2 the line, but I didn't want to weaken my king. But other than that,
I went so fast at some point I was like about a study the game and I was like I spent all my time. What a ton of fun. But who's winning first?
You know, I have no idea.
Yeah, I think we both have two. Or I don't know.
Wow. And there we heard Levy asking Dina, was it all prep? Or did you just play like a genius? I think it might have been a bit of both as the answer. Dina looked very nonchalant, as very casual as she walked away there. And yeah, these are the results, Judith. I think the most important ones for the standings are that John Bartholomew won again, 4 out of 4, and that Dina won. She's part of the chasing pack now. Levy struggling, as well as Aman Hambleton, just 1 out of 4, the only Grandmaster in the field.
Yes, and we talked about it, that if you have 3 out of 3, that means already quite a lot, and there is a great chance that you go all the way, and this is what we see with John, that he's now 4 out of 4. So who is going to stop him? Can anybody stop him? Or he's just going to go all the way and win all his games?
It's going to be tough to stop him. John Bartholomew next plays Dina, so Dina could do everyone a favour if she wins and closes that gap, catches him up. Elsewhere, Levy is playing Alexandra Botez. Danny plays Eric Rosen. And yeah, Aman Hambleton needs to get back to winning ways. Sagar Shah against Julian Song, also a fun pairing.
Yeah, there are some fun pairings. I would be looking forward in the next round focusing on Dina's game. Because then if she would win, then everything is very open, right? If she's losing, then it's getting quite clear in the lead that it will be very difficult to catch up on John.
Yeah, and Judith, I don't know if it's possible, just while the players are setting up and the content creators are repositioning their tripods, I don't know if we can check out the end of John's game against Aman Hambleton, because it was that hedgehog that we were talking about earlier, and then suddenly the center exploded, and the final position is so one-sided. So maybe we can go back around.
It was a smash. It was a killing, you know?
Mm-hmm. Maybe move 24.
Sorry, yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
And what has happened is the white pawn went f5, right, exchange, which was not necessarily a good exchange because black has such a fantastic knight outpost on e5 and b5. But I have the feeling that in this game, black got just everything. But this seems to be not the best move, but and probably just smashing.
Yeah, and what happened next was
so
brutal.
everything fell apart here. I mean, it was just full collapse. I mean, look at these bishops. It's just such a powerhouse.
Yeah, and maybe we can just speed through the final few moves because that's the most beautiful centralization I've ever seen, Judith. Those knights.
Amazing.
Bishop.
And then some brutality.
Yeah, but John's on fire. This is such a nice game. I mean, the way he played.
Checkmate in the next move, yeah. It was quite convincing, to be honest.
Yeah.
To his list.
Okay, so well played by John Bartholomew. A lesson in how to play the hedgehog. It's more prickly than it seems. Here we see Andrea and Aman, both players desperate for a win. And most likely we will follow this game. Dina against John Bartholomew. And John is one of the nicest guys I've ever met. Just so instructive when he talks about chess. Great chess teacher. And games have begun. Okay. Looks like a Reti.
Dina is on big focus.
That purple board on the bottom right. Dina really wants this. And maybe we can jump in, Judah. It looks like elsewhere there's a French defense. There's a couple of slightly offbeat openings. There's a Catalan. But this is a King's Indian attack from white.
Yeah. Dina knows it, that she's playing for being in the lead as well. So she has to play fast. That's also part of the game.
She closes the center though, and The big question is whether white now advances with e5 or whether black is allowed to continue. There we go. Both sides get squares, Judith. Have you ever played this King's Indian attack with the white pieces?
I think in blitz games I was, or in simuls, because in simuls, of course, I do all kind of moves, e4, d4, c4, knight f3. So in simuls, definitely, but also I think in some blitz games. H4.
Ooh, f5. Very
She
committal.
Really doesn't want to. Yeah. Wow, gf6. So she wants a strong center. Put the king into safety on h8.
Yeah, I mean, f5 to my eyes was a bit of an ugly move, but actually, looking at it now, white isn't quite ready to take advantage of anything, and suddenly I want to put the white pawn back on h2, just so the white knight has h4 later. It's... Yeah,
I want to go knight e4 maybe, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Open up my bishop there, I can now bring my rook.
Yeah. You just want to gravitate the pieces towards the enemy king, Judith. That's how you get those attacks going.
e4. Probably
Oof.
f5, knight c5. Knight c4 and the e5 can be weakness.
Yeah, she should have been
Knight
pushing
C-
e5. Wrong pawn
Yeah.
push.
And now the bishop will come to g5, exchange the black square bishop, and this e5 square will be decisive. That's my guess.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, f5 a big positional error.
Well, bishop h6 was also very tempting, of
Mhm.
course. If you don't want to go with the positional way, but the more tactical, knight e5, quite logical continuation as well. Very bad position for black, unfortunately, for Dina.
Yeah.
Maybe just rook e1.
Mm-hmm. She can't even exchange off all the pieces on e5 because it's a bad endgame.
Well, and this bishop on h6 is really nasty for black. I mean, the king is very vulnerable.
Mm-hmm.
Queen h5 is in there for the attack.
Apparently, question mark, a6 is so slow. Like, I understand her idea is b5, but even if b5, white will trade a pair of knights and drop the other knight into e5 and queen h5, as you say, Judith, your spidey senses are tingling. You sense a checkmate.
Well, we smell it.
All the way from Charlotte, we can smell it.
Yeah, I mean, it's from distance you can smell it. I mean, you see how exposed the black king is.
Mm-hmm. Oh, she takes with the pawn. That poor structure. White's knight now on c4 is untouchable, but maybe she had to. And John, yeah, bishop g5 starts playing positionally. Okay.
Yeah, maybe he's going to come back with the queen, not to exchange.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. He could have exchanged queens, won a pawn. My eyes were lighting up, Judith. Knight e5, knight takes c6, but better to keep such a dominant position with a safer king. Better to keep the queens on. Yeah. Black's bishop on c8 is, well, now d7 is a really, really ugly piece. Ooh, knight takes d7 will win material now. Just take the pawn on e6. Keep it simple.
Yeah, take on d7, take on e6.
Mm-hmm.
No, he just does not want to exchange and simplify. But this is a mistake.
Yeah.
This is a mistake. Oh, that's strange. Probably he just forgot that it was possible to take a pawn.
Exactly. Like I've played against John a few times in Blitz, and he's a very good positional player, like very good feel. But I think he is a pawn grabber, so I think he just forgot, as you say, Judith. Otherwise, for sure he would have taken that.
I played with Karpov once in Linares, the famous 94 Linares, where I had my touch move incident with Kasparov, and there Karpov played a very good game. I made a very early positional mistake, and then later on he had an option to take my pawn, and he didn't even bother, you know. He just played positionally. And exactly, this is the feeling I have here. There is, I'm not going to even bother. I'm just so winning positionally, you know. I mean, look at that e5 knight. I would go f4 before.
Yeah.
And somehow doubling my rooks on the h5. King g2.
Exactly.
Whoops! Oh my god. What is this poor pawn doing there? Not for long, because it's going to be captured.
Like, what's John doing? He's still better, but he could have been a pawn up for nothing.
Hard, his life harder, that's all.
Yeah. Dina fighting very hard.
Dina is getting chances. Unexpected chances.
Yeah, with the pawn on f4 here, White's still just so dominant. Like,
I was just wondering that. Well, I guess, yeah, White would be quite happy to have that pawn on f4 for several reasons.
And, ooh, rook d1.
Plan is c3, preparing c3, protecting the pawn.
But does he really want c3? I guess the black knight goes back to d5 now. Knight f4 is a huge threat. Oh, knight f4!
Knight f4!
Knight f4! Check. That would have been a deadly fork. Dina could have won on the spot.
Oops!
Ooh,
Oops.
mutual blindness.
I think both realized it.
Oh, the speed
Dina is
now.
fighting. She's good.
Yeah, this is huge for the tournament.
F3, F3, F3. I don't know what's next, but F3 first.
Yeah.
Just
we see
open
the bar.
up F3. Rook F8.
Dina's about to mate John or win material. The king goes forward. Where's the mate? Where's the finish?
Well, probably just Rook H2.
Rook H
Or Rook
somewhere.
F5. No, the king is just so weak. Rook F4. King G3.
But now it's hiding. The knight's going to hide on G4 as well. Rook takes C6 will soon provide counterplay. John defending. Dina might have missed the win. She's got no time. 8 seconds. Wow.
What is this? Look at that, how tricky move was that. But now the rook.
John gives up the exchange, but C6 is hanging. Oh, sorry, D4 is hanging.
Yeah.
Okay.
What a game.
What a game. Really high quality, actually, from both. Dina's pawns are weak, though. It's so much easier to be white here with the knight on G4
Exactly.
protected.
Exactly. King
Oh,
G5.
now the king's...
King F5. Ooh, so unpleasant. Ooh,
Oh.
yeah.
And
Oh,
she's
yeah.
blundered.
Knight C6 and Knight D4.
Yeah. Game over. Knight C6. I don't think black can even hang on to the rook on E6. There we go. Rook D4 check. Also wins on the spot. Or E5.
Rook
And this
C5
game's-
checkmate.
There we go. Wow, Dina looks devastated. She hasn't even shook hands yet. There we go, the handshake. Oh, out of the blue, out of nowhere, John turns on the magic.
Well,
Dina,
the thing is that being so lucky for John, I mean, after this point, I think he won the tournament. Don't you think
Yeah.
so?
It feels like, yeah, fate is on
Yes.
John's side right now. Kaiser is on
Absolutely.
John's side.
Absolutely.
And again, I think no surprise, Judith, that every game was decisive this round. Dina, out of nowhere, got some chances. She was losing out the opening, but then she turned it on and nearly won. But yeah, got taken down in the end. Aman Hambleton gets back to winning ways. Julian Song beats Sagar Shah. Eric Rosen beats Danny Wrench. So Eric, I think, is the last one. Well, actually, Eric and maybe Julian just 1 point behind Bartholomew right now. And yeah, this is the standings as we see them past the halfway mark now, Judith.
Absolutely. It's still interesting, of course, but John was in a danger zone. That's very clear. So Dina could have won the game, though after the opening she was completely lost. So we saw some huge swings from here to there. So generally, I mean, it was fair enough that John won because of after the opening he had just such a huge advantage and winning. I mean, queen on h5, the vulnerable king. It just was unbelievable. But you know, that's how Blitz is, that you give away and you give opportunities for your opponent, but it was an interesting game.
Exactly, very interesting game, and now they've reached the halfway mark. They have a slightly longer break, the players. That means we'll shortly go on a break too. But first, some big news for youth sports. Chess is officially coming to the Junior Olympics. The Amateur Athletic Union has just launched the AAU chess program, spearheaded by chess boxing world champion Matt Thomas. They are building the ultimate path to getting young players competing on the Junior Olympic stage by 2027. If you want to know more, then scan the QR code or hit !AAU in the chat to join the AAU Chess Club. And we'll be back with round 6 after a short break.
All right, I'm moving with Matt. I am here in Charlotte for the Naroditsky Memorial Tournament, and I'm about to rank the creators in the creator tournament from youngest to oldest. Wish me luck. I think I'm gonna start with the oldest, and I think it's between, again, I'm not sure exactly who John is. John, would love to meet you, but I think it's between Eric and Danny, and I'm gonna go with Danny. Danny, you're holding it down, showing us the way. Our Chess.com elder here. Now this is definitely not who acts the oldest. Danny would be way further up this list. I'm gonna put Eric right next to him. He's number 9. You gotta have some seasoning on you if you're gonna head up fair play, if you're gonna have the experience to be able to catch cheaters and do what Eric does. I remember from matching up Andrea and Dina for the most viewed chess boxing bout of all time, that Andrea was younger than Dina. And it was by a decent amount. I think Andrea is gonna be the youngest on this list. Next to her, I don't think is Dina. I think Alexandra and Andrea are pretty close in age, but is anyone in between them? You know what? I'm gonna go with Alexandra is right next to Andrea. I think they're like 2-3 years apart, something like that. I think there's more like 6-7 years between Andrea and Dina. Is Julian between them? I don't think so. Is Levy between them? Who's older, Levy or Dina? Dina definitely like is more intimidating. We're gonna go with Dina, then Levy. I like my top 4 here. We're gonna put John down here. Bartholomew just sounds mature. We're gonna put Cigar on 7, Aman on 6, shout out Aman, another chess boxing champ. And we're going Julian at number 5. I think this is my final answer. Hold on one second. Let me just double check here. This is my final pick, final answer. All right, how'd I do?
You did pretty well. The only person who got out of place wildly was Eric Rosen. Danny is the oldest. He does act the youngest, but here are the correct answers.
Okay.
Andrea is the youngest. Levy is the second youngest.
What?
Alexandra, 6 years older than her sister. She's 3rd. Then Dina, then Eric, then Julian, then Aman, then Cigar, then John Bartholomew, then Danny.
Honestly, I'm happy with that result. Levy, you fooled me. It's mostly how you look. Sorry, I'm just kidding.
International Master Sagar Shah, we would like you to guess the final standings of the Creator Blitz tournament.
Okay, I want to start off with who I think will win this event. I want to come to myself a bit later. I think one of the things which is really cool is that this event is everyone's focus is on that. So on that day when we are playing, there's no Hikaru who's playing, no Wesley, no Javokir. So I think there's a lot of focus and that can bring about a lot of pressure. So when it comes to pressure, I think Levy can handle it the best, you know. So maybe I put him there just for that sake of, you know, being ready for this. He does these huge shows where thousands of people turn up and he's playing there. I think Eric is that guy who just plays well, no matter what. You know, it's like not even that flashy, so I put him on number 2. I haven't ever seen John Bartholomew play. In fact, it's the first time I'll meet him, so I'm very excited for that. I've seen some of his analysis, so he's very strong. I'll put him on number 4 because Aman Hambleton, the GM, has to come here. And then, you know, we have Dina, Julian Song, myself, Danny, and the Botez sisters. So it's a bit tricky. I think Andrea Botez will come here, is my feeling. She could have been secretly practicing, but you know, Samay beat him in Super Pog Champs. So maybe that is my feeling. Alexandra, can we put her here? By the way, if I get this right, is there some prize? Because that would put me really motivated to put my name here. Is there anything?
We'll triple your pay.
Triple the prize money?
Yes.
Really?
No.
Then I'll put myself here. Then there is the... Okay, I'll put Dina here. I think she just is at home in Charlotte. So the home edge here. I'll put Danny at number 6 because, you know, he just needs 2 more days of practice and he'll be really playing well. And Julian, who's actually a very good player, unfortunately has to come at 7. So this is my standings, I think. This seems likely.
Judith Polgar Teaches Chess, Volume 1, How I Beat Fischer's Record. This position happened between myself and Vishy Anand. Vishy Anand has a pawn up because I sacrificed the pawn for my initiative, and this is basically what's going on the whole course, that you will see many of the games where I take the initiative. If it's necessary, I even sacrifice a pawn, which happened in this game as well. Why did I sacrifice a pawn? Because I could make sure that black is not able to castle and the king is standing on f8 and the 2 rooks are not connected, which makes it a little difficult for black to get out of that box. So Vishy played g6. And now the question is that where is my bishop going to be moving away, because it is attacked, right? But not so fast, please. Because whenever you're going to get a check, or they capture your piece, or they attack your piece, please stop for a moment and think about it. Maybe the most obvious move is not the best move. And what I love in chess is the intermediate move. What is an intermediate move? What I have played, bishop h6, because I don't want to allow the black king to move to g7 and connect his rooks on the 8th rank. It was very important. King g8. And now again, still my bishop is under attack. So it is about time to move away the bishop, right? Not so fast, please, because maybe there is a better move still, an intermediate move before I move away the bishop. But this is not only a chess game, I must say, what I want to share with you, because I think learning how to make and discover the intermediate move, it makes you also to do everything better in your everyday life. Why? Because whatever you're doing, if you can be in the present moment, if you can discover the new opportunities in every moment, it means that you can be concentrated, you get into a flow mode, and then you're going to be much more efficient. So, in this position, I went Queen g4 before moving away my bishop, because here suddenly I realized that it can be an important move later to cut away the other rook on a8 by playing bishop c8. But not only that, I also wanted something very concrete, very tactical to play rook e6. And this game, I can tell you that I also won. But it was very important for me to stay in the present moment all the time and always looking how Vichy would like to get out of this net, that he can connect the rooks and be more active. My active play is something that I'm going to be showing you during the whole time. I show you how I understand the pieces, where it should belong, and when do you have to simplify them, how you have to deal with your different pieces, how do you improve your piece play. The intermediate move, of course, is one of my favorite. You will find endless number of opportunities to practice, because I would also like you to calculate and improve in many different areas in chess, and also to learn how to surprise your opponent. And of course, you will increase a lot with your self-confidence. Thanks for being here, and see you in the full course.
Welcome back to the Naroditsky Memorial, where we're currently seeing 10 top creators face off against each other. One of those creators who's had an up and down day so far is Aman Hambledon, who Mike Klein caught up with during the break.
Thanks, guys. We're here with Grandmaster Aman Hambledon, one half of Chessbrah. Now, going into this event, a lot of people were pegging you as the favorite, being the only Grandmaster. Did you feel that way going in?
I think I was supposed to feel that way, which is a terrible feeling. I can't think of many events in my life where I have been, let's say, the favorite. It's not a good feeling.
And we're halfway through the tournament. How's it going so far for you?
More to my expectations than to everyone else's. So not well. I couldn't even tell you how many points I have because I just don't know. I would keep track if it was a good score.
And finally, you played in the Rapid and the Blitz, but today only the 10 creators are on the stage. More pressure playing those Grandmasters or more pressure playing the creators?
Well, I guess the fact of the matter is I clearly rise to the occasion because I did much better against, higher rated, more professional players. Maybe I'm still a professional, Mike, not a content creator.
There you go. Some thoughts by Aman, our only Grandmaster. 5 rounds in the books, 5 rounds to go. Good luck the rest of the way.
Thanks, Mike.
Back to you.
There we heard from Aman Hambleton, 2 points currently after 5 rounds. He's in the middle of the pack. But it's all been about John Bartholomew so far, the only player with 100%. It's been very impressive as well, the way he's won his games. And Judith, a surprise, of course, that top seed Aman hasn't been quite at his best. But we shouldn't take anything away from John, as well as the chasing pack, Eric, Rosen, and Julian Song, for showing their best chess today.
But we talked about that, right? That if you're playing Blitz, you have a bad day, you have a good day, and that can determine everything. And it can happen to Grandmasters just as well for weaker players. He has not the best day. That's clear. And John has. And the luck is also on his side, as we've seen in the last game against Dina.
Yeah, but I think all in good spirits, and Aman showing good spirits there. I think the creators, they're of course gathering together because they're all friends. They all knew Dania very, very well. He was good friends with many of them. And I think the main thing is to honor his memory and to have some fun along the way, as he would have wanted. So results meaningful, but not the top priority anymore, I think, for Aman, at least in the race for first place. He faces Dina Belankaya in the next round. Eric Rosen will face Levi Rosman. Eric, one of the chasing pack, and Julian Song. We haven't seen so much of him. He faces Danny Wrench. Eric and Julian need to win to keep up the race for first. Elsewhere, John Bartholomew plays Alex Botez. And maybe Alex, if she can spring a surprise, she'll be doing a favor for everyone else in the field.
Yeah, probably now, the others who are in the chasing pack, they are very much rooting for those ones who are playing against John to be creating, because it's not enough if they play well. It's also needed that John is making a mistake and falls in one of the games.
Yeah, going 9 out of 9, it's possible at this point. He's more than halfway there, but nearly never happens in chess that you go 100%, that you play perfect. So it just takes one slip for the door to open to someone else. Here we see
to play perfect and have a score perfect, it's not the same.
True. Nobody plays perfect, that's for sure.
No, if you play perfect, you will have the perfect score. But if you have the perfect score, it does not mean that you played perfect.
Exactly. And here we see Alexandra Botez against John Bartholomew. Which game would you like to follow, Judith? Is it this one with the leader, or do we go elsewhere to see if the chasing pack can keep the pace?
Actually, I would happy to see this.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think?
Yeah, let's see how Alexandra Botez can try and take down the leader. And interesting that I'm not sure whether it's the same on both boards. No, here we go. Elsewhere, a couple of Jabava London systems, another London system. It seems like all the creators play the London system. So they aren't perfect. John is the only one with the perfect score. And as our producer Ryan points out, Judith, if you play perfect, you get more fair play checks. You get scanned again.
Sorry, I was just looking at the mistake on A5.
I was just saying, if you play too perfectly, like John is playing right now, you might get checked again. We saw the fair play scans a bit earlier in the day.
Okay. Yes, yeah. I don't think he will be minding that part. He was just taking it as a joke.
Mm-hmm.
Fair play is a lot part of the game, and sometimes it's neglected. And I think this is actually some of the things that it's worth talking about, because it's actually partly the job of the coaches. at least partly. Because I think it's not only important to give them great opening ideas and showing what's in the middle game of the position, but it would be so important to pay very special emphasis on play fair measures, how to behave, how to act, how to play chess, right? In tournaments, online, I mean, this is a very critical thing, but I mean, when I was a kid, it was very clear that my coaches were explaining that you don't offer a draw when it's your opponent is thinking, right? So those things some things are written, but mostly many of the things which connected to fair play, it's not written. From one point of view, it's common sense, and another thing that you just respect yourself and your opponent just as well. Because sport is not going for blood. It's like to win in a fair play manner, it just has a much bigger value for me. Rook d7.
Yeah. Ugly move, but he had to defend the c7 pawn, and Alexandra's got a great position here. But I love your point there, Judith. I think it's long forgotten. Like when I was young, I was drilled by my coaches. I was always taught, you only offer a draw when it's as you make your move. Only maximum of one draw offer in a row. Don't offer many during a game. All these small things, and it seems to be forgotten for sure. I don't want to talk about generations, but certain players nowadays seem to have neglected some of the rules, or maybe they just never got taught them. And
this is what I want to say, that when we talk about the other generation and their behaving and reactions, it's not them usually. It's only partly them. It's the teachers, the community, the all kind of behaving patterns for the people around them, right? So it's there are a lot to be talking about this, I think, in generally, because simply there are so many things that we did the way with unwritten rules. Oops,
Ooh.
Some knight e2.
Knight check. I was just about to say how beautiful Alexandra's position was, and then
exactly as you say, was in past tense.
I mean, it's not over because she still has a decent amount of control, but unfortunately, it's always going so well.
It's not over because she had such a beautiful position that even with an exchange down, it's still beautiful and has some chances. But I mean, the knight on b7, right? It's not something black is so proud of, but it stops the possible c5.
Okay. The bar giving us a heart attack there. I think the board registered rook a4 just on its way to a2 as the move, but that wasn't played, of course. And John needs to, as soon as he gets his e7 rook back in the game and onto the a file, he'll win. But the rook on e7 is currently stuck right now, so Alexandra needs to somehow keep that rook on e7, keep the knight on a bad circuit. Hard to suggest a plan though for white in the meantime. Sometimes, these games, they get decided by knight forks. All the luck seems to be on John's side today.
Yeah, that's what I said, you see. I mean, after the previous game, it seems like he cannot do such a mistake that they punish him. It's everything is on. The stars are aligning with John's luck.
Exactly. And okay, a pawn is attacked now. The b4 pawn. Maybe the knight defends. First she kicks away the black knight, but that piece is happy to move. Don't know what John's thinking about here. Knight d8, only safe square. There we go. And now knight
and then he's going to go f6.
Yeah, as you're highlighting, the knight's coming to life, slowly but surely. Yeah, this is torture now for Alexandra, unfortunately. And it looks like luck is on John's side elsewhere, because one of his rivals, Eric Rosen, is 2 pawns down for nothing against Levy. Julian Song, okay, interesting position against Danny Wrench. That's on the bottom left, the brown board, and those are the two current chasers. And Eric Rosen on the top right board there, the blue board, just big trouble. 2 pawns for nothing. So John's lead could extend, could be stretched if he continues up, continues this 100% run. And Judith, any chance of a turnaround, do you think, or is the hard work done now?
To be honest, I can't imagine that black is ruining this. It's just the almost impossible part. Also
Especially
double the time, more. Double pawn attack.
Especially after this last move. Yeah, one of the white pawns falls, and I think Alexandra's resistance will be broken in this game as well. Just one mistake, that was all it took. She'd played a fantastic opening and middle game. Oh, rook d3. John's so sharp. He should be a GM. Too strong for an IM, especially in blitz. And now piece up for black. Judith, maybe we leave this one and move on elsewhere. This game looks like it's going through its final motions now. John is going to win again. Maybe let's check in on Danny Wrench to see if he can do John a favor and take down Julian Song, who's just 1 point behind the lead. The French IM. Oh, panic there. Black's a pawn up. The past d4 pawn.
Pawn up, yeah. 1 second for white, look at that.
Oof. Gonna move. Off. a4. Undermining. Back rank problems, maybe. Okay, just pawn problems. Black's got too many of them. Oh, Danny's in the flow. He's playing so quickly and confidently. Just go rook a2. Just yeah, we're so different, Judith. I see a pawn
grabber. You're a pawn grabber. He just wants to queen. Look at that.
Oh, even better. I shouldn't doubt Danny. He's got the techers. He's got the technique. He's won a knight. Yeah, this is
knight d3 and knight b4. I guess.
Okay, he finds another way to double attack, hitting f3, hitting a6.
Well, lost some time.
Yeah. He was living life on the edge.
Well, that was the biggest problem he had in this position at the time.
Yep.
So what else?
Danny, very quick by the way, still had 45 seconds on his clock throughout that whole scramble. Confirmation that John Bartholomew did take his advantage home to victory. Maybe we can go to Eric Rosen against Levy Rosman, where Levy's a rook up.
Yeah. Oops, checkmate.
And delivers mate.
We came just in time.
Okay, but the still game's going elsewhere. And okay, Dina facing off against Aman, but she's a piece down.
Yeah, just completely lost. And others are finished, right? No, one more game going.
Yeah, rook game. Andrea Botez against Sagar Shah.
Yeah.
That one's very interesting actually, although Sagar's a pawn up. Maybe we can check out the other one. Aman is just a bishop up in this game and surely should win against Dina. Let's check out Andrea. We haven't seen her so much today, and I'm a big Sagar Shah fan. Can he convert? What do you think, Judith?
He's going to be like winning on the spot with d2.
Rook's coming. Okay.
King h.
King h5. It's not over yet.
Well, pawn on h3. What about that?
Rook h7, king g6. She's fighting.
h4.
Oh, and the white king is going to get mated.
Yeah, king g5 was a brave one.
Oh, Andrea loses on time maybe. And lost position anyway. Black about to make a new queen. Sagar takes the win. And Alexandra in the background, watching her sister. Didn't quite pay off. Okay, let's recap those results. Judith, the least surprising thing yet again, all decisive results. Still only one draw after 6 rounds.
Absolutely, and well, we see that John took the lead so heavily. 6 out of 6.
There we go. 2-point gap now after both his rivals, Eric Rosen and Julian Song, lost. John has also played Levy already, and yeah, the next 2 games are going to be crucial, Judith. He plays Eric Rosen in the next round, and then Julian Song immediately afterwards. So if John can win those 2, he has secured victory with a round to spare.
Exactly. I was just wondering also that next round can be decisive. Maybe the rest of the rounds will be only for fun, but not for claiming the first place, right? And Sagar Shah, big match. They're on board 1 also, and John is going to be playing Eric, which is also quite tough, because Eric is really strong.
Yeah.
He'll try everything to stop him and make the tournament interesting.
Yeah.
More interesting.
I know we're supposed to be neutral, Judith, but I want to see the jeopardy, the dilemma kind of survive till the final round, so I think we should all be cheering for Eric here. John's going to be first place no matter what after this round, still. So we want the chase to continue. Eric Rosen.
Absolutely. I mean, that's what competition is all about, right? That we can still see who is who can give a great fight, and nerves decide.
Exactly. So there we see the big screen in the far corner of the playing hall. That's how the players find out about the pairings, find out the results, the standings. Yeah, there's a lot of players there at the Marriott Center in Charlotte. A lot of fans, I should say. They are all watching intently on the screen.
Yeah.
And yeah, taking their seats now. Really nice playing hall there.
Yeah, this is what I wanted to tell you. That I mean, it's not very often that it's organized in such a beautiful playing hall. Apart from the big elite tournaments, right, where you have this big wall behind with the sponsors, stage, huge screen, great accommodation for the audience. I mean, I remember 20 years ago it was not like that.
Exactly. Nice to see that chess is moving up in the world.
Yeah, there are higher standards. And it is nice to see. Sometimes I wonder about the digital clock, you know, because I remember when I was a kid, I don't know what about you, probably you grew into the digital clock era, right? But in my time, we had, probably I have some, you know, we had this kind of classical manual clocks, you know, you have the flag and you have no idea how much time you have, right? It's like, you know, that was nerve-wracking, right? So if you played a lot of Blitz with one type of analog clock, you could still get in trouble, have no idea where the flag is exactly and how much time you have if you were playing with a completely different design. So it was so different in those days. And when digital clocks came into our life, it became very different, because you really know exactly how much seconds you have. And of course, some people are playing so fast that you can make your move within a second, right?
Mm-hmm. And yeah, I kind of caught the last couple of years, I think, of the analog clocks, Judith. So I also got that experience. And recently in Sweden, I think the last time we saw each other, I played this handicap tournament. Some of the games I had 1 minute against my opponent's 23 minutes, and I had to use an analog clock. So I didn't know whether I had 10 seconds or 1 minute, or I was just hoping that I wouldn't get flagged. But so they still exist. But yeah, nice to see the digital clocks. And there we see Sagar Shah opening very calmly against Aman Hambleton. But I think we will be focusing in on the race for the title, the race for the Creator Invitational victory. And John Bartholomew has white against Eric Rosen.
And we have some Rati attack on the board.
Mm-hmm. Right. And yeah, he's
reversed King's Indian.
Exactly. We saw him get a great position against Dina Belankaya with this setup, or similar setup. And okay, John switches to c4 this time, showing the flexibility of the Reti. Yeah, it's a very system-based opening, which I think helps if you're less active like John these days on the tournament circuit. You won't get into too much trouble, even if things go really wrong.
They are very solid. Look at that, exchanging queens already, such an early stage.
Oh, I play this too with white. I'm that I'm that solid these days. But bishop c5 is a nice move just to keep the tension and to say to white, okay, you can trade, but you're not going to force anything on the a file. No doubled pawns, no semi-open
Do you
lines.
think John plays for a draw? What do you think? Can you play for a draw in Blitz?
Ooh, I try regularly, but I don't recommend it. It's it normally slows you down, right, Judith? If you play for a draw, not only do you make negative decisions, passive decisions, but you start to overthink and not trust your instinct and not calculate correctly.
Yeah, this was kind of tricky when I was a kid, right? That you need a draw, so you play for a draw, yeah? And then you have to understand it that no. When you play for a draw, it means that you play as a game that you try to make the best you can. And when there's an opportunity that you can make a repetition of moves or simplify the position, when you have a choice, then you may go to that direction. But it's like you're keeping in mind. What a solid and boring game. What do you think? Sorry.
This is exactly how I play chess, Judith. Pretty sure I've had this exact position. What are you talking about? That's
Why? Is it a bit full of fire? What can I say?
No, it's...
I mean, answer on that. Is it really like, my heart beats, like, oh my god, any second I can lose because I blunder a move?
It's old age pensioner chess. That's where they go when all the excitement of the Stafford Gambit and all these lines, the Scandinavian, it's taken too much of a toll on them, and they just need, okay, quiet, peaceful. I kind of understand it from John. I don't think Daniel would have approved though. He would want more fire on the board, but
yeah.
But yeah, Eric at some point needs to, okay, after c5, he has e5, he has b6, he needs some action.
Yeah, I understand what you mean, but I think white can go maybe b4. Takes, queen b4. No, maybe that's not very good. So rook c1 is kind of prophylactic against e5 to protect that pawn, right?
Okay.
Eventually bishop h3 shows up.
Yeah, I know black can block the center with e4, but more likely that he kind of takes on d4, then tries to bring his knight round, knight f8, knight e6. And, okay.
Rook e8, logical move. Okay, knight e4.
Oh, I like Eric's position somehow. Here we go. Knight in, as you say.
I love to explain this for an amateur audience, how important this knight can be. Like, it seems like it's just a move, but suddenly it has such a power on e4 compared to this knight on f3, no? And black is, well, I'm not saying taking over, but I'm happy with black.
Yeah, you're saying taking over. You're saying getting close to taking over, but yeah, a3 is a very good move from John. Now he's forcing black to commit, either going back, there we go, or had to make some other compromises. Rook e3, yeah, John's just playing well today. He's got everything covered.
Yeah, this Greek group was pretty good with the rook on e1, e3 and rook e1. Doubling the rook.
Yeah.
So now I'm happy with white. I like white. No.
That's the thing, Judith. It's just deceptive. It's appearances. Like, it's only pretending to be boring, old man chess. And then it never stays boring in Blitz, right? And, okay. Judith, while this game continues, we will try and check back on the end because it is important for the leaderboard, but I'm being told that there's drama elsewhere, and Danny Wrench in big trouble against Andrea Botez. Danny, it looks like he's just going to get mated if he's not careful on the queen side. The white king is so open.
D3, go for it.
Threaten mate. Go on, Andrea. Maybe Danny will play c takes d3. Oh, g5. She just wants a queen swap.
Oh, we don't do this when we play for an attack.
Oh, yeah. When you have a safer king and the opponent's king is so open, keep the queens on. Keep the queens on.
This is not the reason we came to see this game, right?
I know. Commentators curse every time, Judith. Every time. But f5. It's exciting again.
This bishop is kind of struggling.
Yeah, that's a nice move from Andrea there. And Danny has to get his bishop out. There we go.
Well, that was his only move, right?
I'll keep an eye on the other game, just in case it comes to life. Still some maneuvering going on. Andrea still with an advantage probably, but oof. Anything could happen with opposite side castling like this. Not because it's a double attacks, like kind of mutual attacks like in the middle game, but just because pawn races become harder for black to stop if the white A pawn starts going, and vice versa.
Knight d6 I would play. Why not?
Yeah, makes sense. He takes a pawn. I knew he couldn't resist, Danny. I knew he couldn't resist.
David, you should not talk. You would grab that too, maybe, right?
I fully approve. But
at least you have the image of that.
Yeah. And maybe Andrea could have traded rooks and gone rook to a8 and tried to take an a2.
Yeah, to grab back.
Yeah.
On a2.
But she's playing very well. Knight b4. I know it's given a question mark, but she's hitting
because
the a2 pawn now.
a3 is possible, I think. Because the c3 is weak, but still the white knight is covering that. So actually Danny is taking over. He has a pawn up. So he was right to take on a7.
Okay, looks like Danny's a pawn up. Let's maybe go back to our top of the table clash, because things have heated up. Finally, John Bartholomew's got a big advantage. He's won a pawn against Eric. That knight in f4, the knight in e4, sorry, ended up falling off the board.
Yeah.
And now it's just one-way traffic.
Over. Completely over.
Wow.
Okay, some techniques is needed, but this pawn on a4 is also might be falling off. It's on bishop f5, bishop c2.
Who's the pawn grabber now, Judith?
Well, I just wanted to point out that there is a weak spot in black's position. I also like pawns, but I'm also one who likes to give them too.
Yes. You see other things. You see checkmate. I can't remember how to deliver mate. Rook e3 going behind.
Rook b8.
Okay. Oh, he nearly played bishop e6. He nearly hung his bishop.
But
wow. Nearly. But suddenly black's going to play knight takes e7 now and game on.
The thing is probably e8 would be... Yeah.
It's touch move, so he had to move his bishop.
Yes.
Now, yeah, pawns are coming off the board, so 100% might disappear for John. The tournament lead will still be there. Looks closer to a draw now, although white's pawn's still dangerous. Eric's so tricky with his knights, though. I've seen so many of his videos, his streams, where he's like jumping around, waiting for tricks, and then he forks his opponents. Yeah, get that knight off the board. Force that door.
Before it makes a move you don't want.
Ooh, c6? No.
Well, black has to be careful. Rook d3?
Yeah, rook d3 is calculating. Should
Maybe
be a draw?
the pawn endgame is a draw, right? Takes and king e5. d4, king c4, h5. But they have seconds only.
Oh, h5, a big mistake.
You see?
Oh, no.
You see what luck John has?
John. He's born with a silver spoon.
Oh.
And yeah, black's
And
king just
G7.
outside. There we go.
7 out of 7.
Wow. Wow. Just as it looked like it was guaranteed to be a draw. I think, yeah, he had to race with his own d-pawn at the end. Or maybe he could have played h5 without committing with his own d-pawn.
No, the thing is, if we go back, it's just... well, we still have some other games which is going.
Yeah.
Well, you
we'll
could
show
do
it.
king e4. King e4, it seems like it's a draw.
And a mutual
Right.
race. Both sides promote.
And there is no unpleasantness for black because you just go here. Yeah. Okay, so anything going on? Still Dina is playing. Or not, they
Okay.
also finished.
Dina is playing against Alex Botez. I don't know if we can get that board, but yeah, it's just going through the motions. Dina's about to win. It was actually very interesting until a couple of moves ago when Alex blundered a knight. It was knight and rook versus a queen. Probably Dina was always winning, but Alex unfortunately just hung a piece. Now she's playing for stalemate, but stalemate shouldn't exist here. There we go. If the rook was another black king, it would have been stalemate, but handshake. Dina gets the win. She's been playing very well, Dina, today. And
yeah.
there we go.
It was a pity that he missed his chance against what was it, against John?
Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
Big chance.
Yeah, that was a big chance for. So actually, we have a winner already, yeah?
Maybe. Let's see if anyone can catch him. I think technically there's a couple of players who are 2 points behind with two rounds
okay.
remaining.
Okay.
After all of
Only
that.
Levy.
Only Levy.
No, Levy and Eric. Yeah, okay. There are still mathematical chance. True. Okay.
They've played each other.
Incredible performance.
Yeah. And next round he plays Julien Song. So everyone is hoping that Julien can somehow take a point or half. Well, actually, it needs to be a full point at this point off John Bartholomew. Elsewhere, Eric Rosen. We'll cancel those results in a second. These are the pairings for the next round. Eric Rosen plays Dina. And there we go. Julien Song against John Bartholomew. Judith, still only one draw after 7 rounds. That's one draw out of 35 games.
But that's incredible because that I can't say that it's a common thing. Because and of course that game could be also easily a decisive game, right, between the sisters, both sisters. So it is kind of strange, to be honest, that there is no draw, because it can happen so many times that it's you simplify and there is a big mass and then there's a clarification in the game, right? So that's kind of a huge surprise for me. It's a much bigger surprise than John having 7 out of 7.
Yeah, it is a statistical anomaly, that's for sure. I think if you told us there'd be only one draw the whole tournament, maybe we would have said it was the Botez sisters, so maybe we could have predicted that. But the fact that like nobody's blundered into a draw from a winning position or blundered into a stalemate, or yeah, I mean that game we nearly saw with John Bartholomew and Eric Rosen, it was odds on to be a draw until right at the death. Yeah, it feels like the players, maybe it's the cameras that are forcing the players to play even more decisively than normal.
No, but you know, I also think that it depends how stressful you feel and focus very much on the result. Because I think the players know that actually in the spirit of Danya, you don't play for a draw, right? You play for the love of the game and you play for the fun of the game, and you just make moves which are entertaining and you're curious about what to do. So I'm not sure they care about result, but
after 7 rounds.
I think there we heard a brief conversation between Eric Rosen and John Bartholomew. I'm not sure if they were talking about the tournament situation, the fact that John is on the brink. He's got the finishing line in sight now. That's nice to see two very, very popular content creators, educators, chatting with each other. And John, I think he's saying exactly what you said, Judith. He's just saying he's been lucky. Like any chance the opponents are getting, somehow things turn in his favor.
yeah. But it happens. I'm sure it happened with you. It happened with me, that somehow you get this streak, and then and simply somehow it really happens that the mistakes, whatever you do, it's not punished, or punished in a small way, but later on they make a even bigger mistake against you. So yeah, sports psychology is also an interesting thing that why is these things happen, right?
Exactly. And here we see the bird's eye view. Some of the games yet to begin, but the one game that has begun is on that top right, the blue board. John Bartholomew, again, he's going for this kind of reversed, well, he's going d6, e5 this time instead of e6 at least. But he's going for the same type of opening systems that have given him so much success. Julien Song in a must-win situation. He's doing it on behalf of all the other creators, trying to stop the machine that is John Bartholomew.
Okay, so we go for John's game?
Yeah, let's start there at least, maybe, to see the battle lines being drawn. White expanding on the queen side. Does John close it? I never know, Judith. Like, is e4 good for black? I see space. You can take space. He goes for it. So he's not playing for a draw, which would be enough for him to win the tournament. He plays for connect 4. He gets that pawn center. Looking very pleasant.
Yeah, this pawn center is quite appealing.
Yeah, and the computer slightly prefers white. That's because I guess b5 and some counterplay on the queen side, very quick.
Yeah, but computers are computers. They don't understand the spirit of blitz.
That's true. They don't understand anything. Psychology. They don't understand momentum. And the human urge to blunder. They don't understand that. That's okay. Queen b3. And now, ooh, closing the center. That's another thing computers don't understand. Humans, we're taught not to do that unless we're 100% certain. Like, don't close the center because no pressure on black's pawn chain. Black can switch the attack to the king side. But here it just gains time, I guess, Judah, and white is quite quick with the queenside play.
Queen cd5. It's quite a commentary move.
Yep, not a bad one, but maybe c5 was stronger. I understand what Julian's doing though.
Yeah, but the thing is that now black has time to develop with the bishop to e6 and then go back knight to d7. While if c5 would be pushed, then the black bishop would be stuck there for some time. And look at that, now he's not even going to d7 but goes for regrouping to c4, or even maybe it's possible to go all the way to the king side because this wonderful pawn is just controlling this important square on f3. So these pieces are not really able to help too much in the defense of the king.
I love how you can smell it from here already, Judith. Some kind of attack.
How
We're still
I
like
can
10
see
moves
my
away,
knight being on h4, right?
Knight on h4, queen d7, bishop h3, game over. Like, yeah.
Exactly. You know, I say knight h4 and you go queen d7, bishop h3, and we win the brilliancy prize there.
Exactly. Yeah, we can see this happen potentially. Might still take a while. In the meantime, Andrea coming late to the game. Levy, very gentlemanly there. Didn't start the clock. He didn't start the clock. So, okay. Other games just beginning. This one's still in full flow. Oh, I can see Julian winning this. I met him recently. I think it's just for the first time, and he says he's a very positional player, Judith. He likes slower games. He doesn't like any kind of flashy tactics.
Julian,
yeah.
Yeah?
So.
Look at that knight.
It's coming. It's coming.
It's coming.
White just puts a bishop on f1 though.
They really say that knight on the edge, it's not good, yeah? Well, this will be a great example showing that not all the time. There are cases when we think differently.
Exactly.
I would go a6 here.
With black, you would have blocked it?
With black. I think I would have played a6.
Yeah. I guess endgames a6 wouldn't have worked, but long way before the endgame, so I agree. Like maybe a6 would have kept white out for a bit longer and given black time to attack.
No, actually I think I would have afraid that white goes queen b6 and simplify because I want my attack on the king side.
Makes sense. Oh, is that attack coming? John, are you going to put a knight in h4?
No, he grabs the pawn.
Wait. Oh my god. In my mind, white had taken with the rook to keep the b pawn defended. I can't believe I didn't see a hanging pawn, Judith. What's up? What's wrong with me?
Yeah, because we were just so into knight h4 things. I pulled you into it.
Julien, I think he just forgot the b6 pawn was hanging as well. Body language
I also
suddenly
think so.
shifted. Head in hands for a second there. He had a very pleasant position, but suddenly just a pawn down. Yeah, John, he's like everything's working lately. His opponents are hanging pawns that they would normally never drop. His opponents are making endgame blunders. Queen d6, very solid professional move. He just needs to draw for tournament victory. What do you think at this point? Does it mean more to him winning the tournament or 9 out of 9? Is he going to risk it all for perfection?
Well, the question is, what do you mean risk it?
Yeah.
How can he make a risky move here?
Yeah.
That's the
a good point.
question. I mean, basically he went queen d6 because he knows that he doesn't have to win, but he's going to be happy to collect the full point, I think.
Okay,
My question is, what happens? Yeah, I think you want to phrase it the same way. What happens if Julien plays knight c5 and offers a draw?
Exactly.
This is what you wanted to ask?
Exactly my words.
Well, when I played it, I was 9 years old, won my first international event, and they offered me a draw when I had an exchange up. I was bad, and I accepted it.
But never again after that. That was the last time.
I'm not saying never again after that, but I was just thinking about it because of something that came to my mind some few days ago, and I said, maybe I shouldn't have agreed to a draw.
We always regret
again,
those things, right? Like,
no, I mean, I was 9. I won my first $1,000 check and the tournament and everything. So it was just temptation was too big.
Yeah, I think hard to blame you for that one, Judith, especially if it secures tournament victory. Yesterday we saw in the kind of bigger Blitz tournament, we saw a lot of very quick draws just for players to secure their spot in the finals today. I don't think Daniel would have approved, but hard to blame them. In the meantime, it's 2 pawns up for John, and he's got everything, cemento, everything protected.
Exactly. 3 pawns.
3 pawns. Oof.
The collection is growing. The pawn collection.
Julien's running out of time as well. Just a few seconds left.
And running out of pawns.
No pawns, no hope. G6. Oh, he's...
John also likes pawns. Not giving back any. He has 3 extra.
He could have given back a couple to push his B pawn and promote, but G5, nice.
Rook F8.
Yeah, white doesn't have much counterplay. Rook A1, black can always just drop the knight back to B6 if it really needs to, but...
What a draw option. Repeating moves. No, of course you cannot draw here.
No draw. John's going to play G3.
You can run there, you can lose, but you cannot draw.
Exactly. He's found a breakthrough. Even better. He's trying to close in a mating net on the white king now. Ooh. Julien. Just swap rooks. Swap them off. Oh. He wants to keep all the pawns. And John is closing in for the kill.
Yeah, there is not going to be a way back.
And we could see Rook F1, Rook takes F1, G2. Do it.
Yeah. Oh,
boo. You can go back again, just go Rook G2, check, Rook F2, do it again.
Yeah. He goes knight D2 and knight F3.
Yeah.
He chooses the different way.
And unfortunately no stalemate because white's D pawn exists, and
just throw the rook.
He tried. He could have taken the rook there. The white had a D pawn. But there we go. Handshake, and we saw Danny Wrench smiling in the background. He has defeated Sagar Shah. Many congratulations to John Bartholomew, who has won with a round to spare. He's won the Creator Invitational, but will it be 9 out of 9 is the big question. Eric Rosen smiling. Dina doesn't look too happy.
No, but she won.
Yeah.
Oh no,
She won, but
no, there is... On time or what? How did? Yeah. Oh, she won on time.
Wow. This was the final position. Eric's clock hit 0.
Yeah. In a winning
crazy.
position.
Winning position. Okay.
So are we going to
yeah.
see only one single draw after 8 rounds as well? So let's see which game is they're running. Levy is playing with Andrea. Well, has a quite promising position to say the least.
Yeah, Levy's a pawn up with black with fantastic control, b-file pressure. Beautiful knight on d4. It's going to be 2 pawns and more. Andrea's got no time. 2 seconds, 1 second. She just resigns. Levy, yeah, making it look smooth there. But that means one final game remaining. It's the Canadian derby. Aman Hambleton and Alex Botez. And White's just 2 pawns up. And beautiful structure, Judith. White's pawn structure.
For the d6 bishop. What
the king of the pawns.
And the king's journey starts after that.
Yeah. The king is coming. It's going to spell the end. Yeah, the king's journey. Oh, you called it, Judith. Unstoppable now. It's going to walk up the board.
He just takes a different route to the destination.
Very effective route. It's crazy how strong kings become. Like,
I
even
love
in a position
them.
like this. Yeah.
I love them when they start becoming the protagonist of an endgame. You take care of them so much in the opening and middle game, and then the end game comes, and then they are just thrive.
They come to life.
105, so 7 minutes.
Yeah, I just couldn't tell if that was better or not.
Yeah, we should stay on.
You think so? Yeah. Okay. I didn't think you were going to repeat it. I just couldn't tell.
Well, obviously I wasn't, but I still think it was the best move. I think when I played up or the other instinct you want to have with things in the game is like, well, is it better to move your rook away and just leave another pawn and just go with the rules? Or if you play A4, back the rook, you get my knight, you also get the pawn in the middle, you have all your dark squares.
Yeah, better fight.
Yeah, because you always want to be fighting long things.
Yeah.
And we heard a short post-mortem there between Aman Hambleton and Alex Botez. In good spirits, those two, they've been friends for many, many years. And yeah, more decisive results, Judith. Still only 1 draw now after 40 games. Round 8, still only 1 draw the whole event so far. This is the cross table confirmation. John Bartholomew is the winner with a round to spare. He's got an insurmountable lead, 2-point lead over Levy Rosman in second. And yeah, everyone else, they've just been left in the dust. John's just been too strong.
Yeah, and everything was turning into his favor, which happens. Which happens when you have a good 2 hours, right? Or 3 hours, and you just win and play, and nobody can stop you. I mean, it happens also in a classical time control event. Not very often. It can happen more often, I think, in a blitz, because it's just very short time, especially with 3 and +2. It can happen easily, but if you're in form, you just crush everyone. And we saw it how it was unfolded, right? I mean, after 5 rounds, we said, okay, he has the road somehow. Visually, he sees 9 out of 9 as an option, as a possibility, as an alternative, as something that it's possible in such an event to make it. But let's see if he has the pressure on him on round 9.
Exactly. Round 9, John Bartholomew will be playing Andrea Botez. We'll see if he can go 9 out of 9, go perfect with his score. Elsewhere, Danny Wrench against Aman. That might be a fun game. And Judith, which one would you like to follow in the final of the 9 rounds?
Well, maybe we could. Well, of course, John's game is interesting, whether he's going to be making 9 out of 9. But I'm also open to see Danny's game, for example.
Yeah, maybe we see Danny. That would be a fun one. See him face off against Aman Hambleton. Just while the players are getting ready, I'm being told that Danny did just have a great game against Sagar Shah. I'm not sure if we can find that one. Just while the players take their seats, I see a couple of them in the background, maybe still chatting to some of the fans that have come to support them. Here we see
Yeah, I could bring that game, so we can go through quickly.
So a flexible Reti double fianchetto.
H6, healthy development. Okay. H3 takes rook c1. So eventually I guess d4 happened. Knight e4. Again, you see this knight. Knight goes here, the other knight comes to center, and suddenly it can be good. Knight d2 takes c4.
Okay.
Okay, rook d1, c takes b, takes queen d7. Oh, that pawn was hanging.
Looks nice for Sagar so far. Like knight c5.
No, bishop
giving up the
d4 is
bishop.
strange. Yeah, knight c5 looks the most natural move.
Yeah.
To grab the bishop pair. Instead of grabbing it, he gave it. Unexpected choice.
Oof, I would never dream of giving up the bishop pair for free in any position, and now Danny takes
Finally
over.
d4, but something... Okay, bishop b3.
Okay, and how did he wrap this up? Bishop
And
c2, nice move.
Yeah, and d3. Poor rook.
Oh, poor rook.
Too bad. Lost on time, but lost on position as well.
Yeah, poor Sagar. Good lesson for everyone at home. Don't part with your bishops in open positions unless you really, really need to, especially not for free, like Sagar did there. But okay, Danny coming off a high then as he faces Aman in the final round. The last preparations being made. We see Dina adjusting her camera, her tripod. That's the most important thing for any creator nowadays with over the board tournaments.
Did you ever play a game where you played with the creator and they were filming it during the game?
No, Judith. These days I'm more inactive than ever. But I did recently. Actually, in Stockholm, the Blitz tournament or the Rapid tournament I mentioned earlier, I played against someone who has been here in Charlotte, Tushar Anand. So I think that was the first time it had ever happened, and I felt really bad. You know me. I made it as boring as possible. The game, like slow grind, rook endgame, ground him down, and I smiled to the camera afterwards. But inside I felt really guilty.
Why?
The fans, they see a camera. They see the video. They probably want a fun firework packed game. But I was a spoiler.
I don't know. For nowadays, probably it's very common to have, right? But it started it maybe 3 years ago or something like that.
Yeah, definitely post-pandemic. It was unheard of before that.
Yeah, and I know that some people were quite frustrated about it. But now I think probably it's a very common thing and nobody cares. It's there.
Many open tournaments, they have designated boards now, so the creators, they stay on a set board throughout the whole event, and I think like there are fair play checks, so nobody has to worry about that side of things, and it's just it's part of the norm.
But it's interesting. I mean, how the chess tournaments also transforming in different ways, right? Something was announced.
Yeah. Some applause from the tournament hall.
Probably the John.
This has been a great event to oversee. This will be the final round. We'll have a brief award ceremony. We have awards for first place and second place right after the conclusion of the final game. Thank you for playing. Spectators, if you will attend the Blitz final as well, that will begin at 2 o'clock. You will be permitted to have your phones for that first round as well, then you will have to check them back in. Players, thank you for playing. Good luck. Please start your clocks.
And the games begin. Round 9 is the last round confirmed of the Creators Invitational. There will be no playoffs as John Bartholomew has already won the event. And okay, we see an England gambit by Aman Hambleton. It's not named after the country England. It's England with a U. And Danny Wrench, top left. Nobody's been keeping that pawn. I don't understand why not. It's well known to be a slightly dodgy opening, Judith.
I actually, I didn't. First of all, I never played it, but of course I played e4, so nobody could play it against me. But I haven't seen it really playing 1e5, giving up. Though it doesn't seem so bad if you gain it back so easily.
Yeah. Exactly, but you're relying on the fact that your opponent doesn't know that they can keep the pawn and punish you. But yeah, we see currently John Bartholomew on camera. He's playing Andrea Botez. Maybe we do jump into Danny Wrench against Aman Hambleton. We followed John a lot already. Congratulations to him. We'll see if he gets 9 out of 9. But let's see how Mr. CCO himself, Danny Wrench, gets on. And maybe we can show it, Judith, just while Aman is thinking. I don't know why he's thinking. Just play d6 or knight f6. But a few moves ago, if we can show that instead of g3, white should be playing bishop f4. Tip for everyone. And after queen b4 check, knights, yeah, bishop to d2, queen takes b2. The only thing not to do, the only thing you need to know is not to play bishop c3 because of bishop b4, queen d2, and yeah, queen takes c3, queen c1 mate. Oops. This is what Aman is playing for.
Yes.
I had to create it in him, but instead knight c3 instead of bishop c3, and white is just winning on the spot, basically.
There, here.
Yeah. Just coming into d5. Yeah. Pretty much game over. So it's a bluff what Aman was doing in the opening. Judith, total bluff.
Okay, so this is the position now. Very nice position for white, I guess. There is a great weakness on d6. Rook, oops, not this one, sorry, rook d1 is coming.
Yeah. Bishop g4 doesn't really threaten anything. Yeah, you can even provoke black to make a decision with h3, but rook d1.
Rook d1. Okay.
Yeah.
Also, at some point, can white go bishop a3 to put more pressure on d6?
Mm-hmm. What are your feelings, Judith, about doubled f-pawns? Personally, that's my favorite pawn structure. Knight takes f3, e takes f3, for example. It just gives, especially in blitz, gives the white king so much extra protection.
I didn't have it really, I think, in my career, because I was not doing these setups. But I think it's nice to have ef and f4, and you have your bishop, you have the e5. Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Stable.
Nice. Okay.
So is bishop a3 going to happen? Or it's not good? Or you have something better?
I like it. Why not? That's Danny's style as well. He's quite direct, I think, as a player. I've seen him play a few blitz games. I know he's not so active nowadays, but he likes to create a few threats. Okay, queen c1.
Queen c1, very solid.
Subtle.
Rook e1.
Mm-hmm. He'll play king h2, he'll make all the useful moves, and then he'll decide on a plan.
But you don't always have so much time. Well, now he has doubled the time on the clock, but not like d7, not bad. Regrouping it to c5, trying to control the e4 square, I think.
Mm-hmm. Makes sense.
D4.
Yeah, just a5, knight c5. Not sure what order. Start with knight c5 maybe. It's the best position Aman's had all game.
e4.
Okay.
It was expected.
Now it just looks like a direct transposition from the King's Indian defense.
Exactly.
Certain Soviet players would love this for black. But queen c7. Okay, he's asking for b4, but I'm not sure if that's weakening the white position.
I think b4 is tricky, that it's sometimes it's good, but only when it's, well, if it's very tempting to play it. But okay, knight e6 anyway.
Yeah,
I was going to say Danny couldn't resist.
Cannot,
Before
yeah.
A5. Before A5 came and hard to find a plan for white. There we go.
Maybe H5 for black.
Mm-hmm.
We want to go H5, possibly H4. And it's
Cool.
on the board.
Yeah, I find
A3, very slow. Sorry, very
Ooh.
slow.
very. In Blitz, I find this is quite, I mean, easy to play for black in a way that you just fight for squares, you go for the opponent's king. It's more one-dimensional, it's easier to find moves. But for white, you're kind of playing for control.
Can black go G5 and knight F4?
Yeah. He should. And he should do it faster, man. 12 seconds.
The problem is with this G5 that it has a very clear idea controlling the F4, but it gives away this very important square on F5. So now I think exchange and knight D4.
Yeah. Simple and strong from Danny.
And now only the weakness we see of G5.
Mm-hmm. F6 defends it. Aman loses his D6 pawn though. He's playing so casually. He's got 3 seconds on his clock with black. Okay, C5 Cemento. That white knight looks perfect now in F4. Yeah, I think Danny's going to take
it's
this.
hard to imagine to go wrong with white.
Mm-hmm.
It's more than a dream
Yeah,
for white.
more than a dream. Just put everything on the F file now. Knight H5, Rook F1. Just
The knight on D6 is deadly for black's position.
yeah. Danny's trying to keep calm. He knows he's winning. Rook F1. Ah, there we go. So smooth from Danny, doubling up his rooks on the F file. Getting closer. Knight H5 is going to land.
Knight H5 is going. Wow! Pawn! Don't tell me, David, that you're surprised.
It's contagious. I'm his secret second. I've been telling him, if you see a pawn, just take a pawn.
Just take a pawn.
I think it's positional, Judith. He wanted to cement his knight on d6. He didn't want to allow b6 ever to undermine the pawn chain. Now he's switched back to the
Interesting.
king's
Some
own.
people just grab it, yeah, and then they say, okay.
And that's checkmate. There we go. Handshake.
Well,
Danny.
it was better for black.
Yeah. Danny ends on a high.
Well, good score, 6 out of 9.
Mm-hmm. And in the meantime, confirmation that John Bartholomew has won 9 out of 9. Mr. Perfect. And yeah, very, very impressive day from John.
Let's see how Levy is doing against Agar. Oops!
Ooh.
King F, Queen F8. Oops!
Queen sack. Queen sack. Beautiful. Brilliant from Levy. He's going to come second on his own. Confirmed, I think, after that win. And elsewhere, Dina Belankaya against Julian Song. It's hanging in the balance. Rook knight in 2 versus Rook bishop in 2. And Juliet, the knight, normally better than the bishop with pawns on just one flank, but shouldn't be enough to win.
Yeah, I'm curious for how long they are going to be playing it.
Mm-hmm.
Black has very little time.
Yeah, I'm really surprised she took the bishop. Like, the knight, you're only ever going to win this with the knight on the board. But
Ah.
oh. Transmission error. It's going to be a repetition, and 5-fold repetition, 6-fold repetition, 7-fold repetition.
Yeah, yeah, I was wondering, like, for how long they want to do that.
And
And there is one more. It's checkmate. Also, so it's finished.
Mm-hmm. That was only the second draw between Dina and Julian. The only second draw of the whole event, Judith. So from 9 rounds, a total of 45 games, we only saw 2 draws. And
Both of them has woman touch.
Yeah.
In both cases.
we should mention that Alexandra Botez had just checkmated Eric Rosen for, at least on paper, rating-wise, one of the biggest wins for her in the tournament. One of the biggest upsets. So a great end for Alexandra.
Yes, absolutely. Well, it was quite an excitement, fun event. I can say.
Fun event. In second, 7 out of 9. Danny Wrench completes the podium with 6 points. There's going to be a live award ceremony in the Marriott Center in Charlotte. I'm hoping we get to listen in, hoping we get to see some of those players collect their prizes.
And the fans collecting their autographs.
Yes, most importantly.
Meantime, yes, of course, the most important part for those who are visiting there.
Judah, it's been a lot of fun, and of course this is just, for us, it's only the halfway point. We have more Blitz to cover later with the likes of Nakamura, Sindarov, Gelfand and other world-class players in action.
I'm very much looking forward to that as well, because to see the giants playing, it's always great, and some of the world's best Blitz players to see in action. It's even more fun, and there we are going to see more draws. This I can promise you, or that's what I think, because nobody likes to lose, so they are going to be more careful. The alert is there. That when they have a bad position, they try to escape faster, earlier.
Exactly. So that's later in the day, everyone at home, the likes of Nakamura and Sindarov joining the action. But in the meantime, a quick reminder of why we're all here. This has been a fun 3 days of chess. We saw Rapid on Friday, Blitz yesterday, more Blitz today, and it's all for the memory and legacy of Daniel Naroditsky. For anyone who is looking to directly support this legacy, the official fund is now accepting donations. Every single donation towards the Daniel Naroditsky Memorial Fund goes directly towards helping to make this annual memorial tournament happen, and towards establishing fellowships to support young, talented players on their journey. If you want to get involved and find out more, hit exclamation mark fund in chat right now. And we're just setting up in the meantime for that prize giving of the Creator Invitational. It's going to be a bit of a break before the next games begin, but I'm hoping we get to see John with a trophy, raising it above his head, celebrating.
I mean, to win 9 out of 9, it is something special. So no matter what, you have to have luck also for 9 out of 9. But it's a great feeling.
Have you ever gone perfect over so many rounds, Judith, in a big tournament before?
The one comes to mind. I played a match against Bu in China. I was 5 out of 5, and then in the 6th game I said, I want to do it as Bobby did, 6, and I was completely winning position, rook endgame with 3 pawns up, and can you imagine, I ended up with a stalemate. I let him be in the corner, and I started to push my pawn, and it was a stalemate. He could give up the rook. So I was just so frustrated that I won only 5.5 half. It's crazy, but I wanted to win 6 in my life.
So close. That's still impressive against the top class grandmaster, but yeah, when you come that close, it's that's all we remember.
Blitz. I understood that it was just my day.
I'm sure you'll get another chance at some point.
I don't think so as I retired, but
we want to see you play events like this, Judith. But
maybe one day.
Something special for sure. And everyone talks about the Bobby Fischer 11 out of 11 in the US Championship, and 9 out of 9 in any event, no matter the field, is always impressive. And it looks like we are now ready in the Marriott Center in Charlotte for a short prize giving. So remember, everyone at home, we'll be back after this prize giving. There's going to be a short break, but after that, we'll be back with the Blitz finals, the likes of Hikaru Nakamura, Javorkir Sindarov, Boris Gelfand, and others. So for now, Judith and I are taking a short break, but stick around. In the break, we'll be seeing some content from Dania and other creators. So see you shortly. Let's go to the tournament hall for the prize giving.
For joining. We have trophies for first and second place. And coming in second place with 7 out of 9 points and still signing autographs, Levi Rosman. Congratulations. Congratulations. And I'm happy to announce in first place the winner of the very first Naroditsky Memorial Rapid and Blitz Creator Invitation with a perfect score of 9 out of 9, International Master John Bartholomew. Congratulations.
Thanks, Mike. Appreciate that.
Thank you so much. One more round of applause. Just a couple important announcements before I get to interview John. 2 o'clock is when the Blitz final will happen. So be back here at 2 o'clock, please. Phones are allowed in round 1 of the Blitz final. And I can't call it a Grandmaster Blitz final because we have one untitled player playing. It's just the Blitz final. So we'll see you at 2 o'clock. Thanks so much. Thank you so much, Lena. Are you sticking around for the Blitz final?
Yes, so I'm very grateful, of course, to the players and creators who, for the most part, are purely volunteering their time to be here. So first and foremost, having players and creators do that is a powerful message to the chess community, and I'm very grateful for that. Of course, we also have our sponsors, right? So obviously, the Charlotte Chess Center and my staff has worked tirelessly on this event for the last 6 months. And it is not, of course, it is not something that we're being compensated for. It's pure passion and volunteer work to pull this off. Of course, Chess.com was the first partner that we had when we launched the fund, and we are working with them to get everything set up for this event, primarily on the promotion and broadcast side of the event. So we're grateful to all of our partners. We had many small partners that I'd be hard-pressed to name all of them right now. And then, of course, the family of Danya, who supported us from the beginning, and was very difficult for them at the time, supported us from the very beginning to carry this out in memory of their lost son. So we're very grateful to the chess community at large for supporting this event, and we hope to host this year over year. It's a difficult question for me to answer right now. It really depends how this year goes, but we hope that we can make it better as the years go by and make sure that it remains on the international calendar. I don't know why this just came to my mind, but you're putting me on the spot. So I met Danya at the Emory Castle Chess Camp, where, of course, Mike, you taught as well. And we met, and I didn't know him prior to that. I just knew who he was. And you never know how things are going to go when you meet a strong grandmaster for the first time. You don't know if they're going to be standoffish or have a chip on their shoulder or whatever. So we're in the staff lounge after the first day is over, and most of the instructors are kind of exhausted from teaching chess all day and working with the children all day. But he wasn't, nor was I, and a few of the other staff members. And he was playing Bullet on his trackpad. He had a Mac back then. He wasn't streaming too much back then. He was streaming a little bit, but not too much. He was playing Bullet on his trackpad, which of course was like, he was playing at such a high level and playing from a trackpad. So I remember that, and I said, okay, this is my kind of guy, And then that was when we met, and we spent, along with a few others, we spent every night of that camp until 3 or 4 in the morning, doing everything from playing chess, watching him play chess, playing chess against him, and of course long battles in ping pong and everything. So I don't know why I thought of that, but it was really the first time I met him, and I think that's why, that's where I connected with him just as a person, and that was the first thing I thought of.